your tennis if you're playing today. There is some rain coming in this morning, and you get a little break for about a couple hours, from 10 to about noon, and then
Then it
it
starts
looks like
blowing again.
will roll in again. But you got a little, spot carved out for your match there.
Well, I got to
Should you
tell
be
you,
playing?
it didn't work out yesterday. Had a game plan and waited and waited. And the guy I was playing with is a big junkie too, and he kept calling me and asking, "Hey, let's check one more time." And finally, I just started to rain a little bit. I tell you what, somehow they got it in yesterday. I'm not saying it was a perfect day, and I know there was rain on and off. And if you live down here in South Florida, you know it can be rain in one place and nice another, and maybe not get any rain. But somehow the sports god said yesterday, you're getting in the F1 race as well as the final round of the Cadillac Championship. They got both in, and it was great. It was fun to watch, and big events down here is good stuff. Except Super Bowls now in the near future. We're off the rotation. Stephen Ross, you're off the rotation. Even though you got one of the top 3 or 4 locations for Super Bowls in February, we're going to start looking at Cleveland and some other places. We're going to look at some of those cold weather places where those people that pay all that money for those 4-day packages to go golf and all the things they can do down here. Go out in the ocean and enjoy yourself in shorts, T-shirts. Not here. Not going to be here. Looks like we're out of that rotation for now. And whatever, man. Like, hey, you got your F1, and especially you got my tennis courts up there, which means we continue to have the Miami Open. So you want to take it somewhere else. You want to start sticking in cold weather. Let's see how that works out for you. Outside of the people watching on TV don't care, but let's see how it goes. Why don't you just give Buffalo one, too? We'll just throw Buffalo in there. Give Buffalo one up there as well. Hey, so congratulations to Vinny Viola, owner of the Florida Panthers. He wins his second Kentucky Derby. How about that? Now, he's a big horse guy, always has been, and but yesterday was his day. Great stuff for him. Golden Temple. They had that picture with everybody there and the female trainer and all the news that was being broken. And I go, wow, there's Vinny. He owns friggin' part of this horse. So congratulations to him. The guys won championships in Kentucky Derbies. Not bad. Not bad at all. Not a bad couple of years for him. He's a little bit like Kachuk. You know, Kachuk didn't win a championship, but he got the gold medal, which I'm guessing that gold medal ranks up there for the United States. Almost feels like winning a Stanley Cup, right? Got to have almost that same feel, being able to upset the Canadians, although some will say it wasn't an upset. A lot of people thought we had a good chance to win that gold medal, and they did. So what a run. What a run for Vinny Viola. Good stuff there. Marlins lose 7-2 to the Phillies. Phillies all of a sudden get Don Mattingly as their manager, and they won 6 of 8 games. One more today. Try to get the split, and then the NBA last night. Everything kind of fit into place, too, the games that were going on and stuff. But now we get into some really, really good games. 76ers and the Knicks, I think, the way the 76ers are playing since being down 3-1, this is going to be fun to watch. This is going to be fun to watch. What a choke job by Boston. Just unbelievable. And did you see it coming when Tatum wasn't playing? Did anybody out there go, Tatum's got a sore knee or
I actually
something?
saw it the other way. I thought they were going to beat him without Dave because they've been good all season without him.
Yeah, but
and I thought guys were going to step up. They have some good players on that team.
No, they do.
Yeah,
they don't shoot the
I would
ball
tell you,
well.
I think this Embiid is when he plays is as good as any player in that league.
Have you?
Just is.
I don't know about that, but
he is
really
when he
good.
plays. I mean, the problem again is those injuries. Like
Good.
he just seems like he gets hurt every game. But
Yeah, he gets held. Somebody rolls close to him and he goes down. He must have gone down 3 times.
Yeah.
You're going, he's out. He's done.
He's impossible to stop. I don't know who the Knicks are going to throw at him, but he's impossible.
He
to
is
stop.
a big physical. The skill set is really good, but also the supporting cast, including that rookie. Those guys.
VJ Scrum's good. Tyrese Maxey is really
always good.
You got the corpse of Paul George. Remember how good Paul George used to be? Those series with Indiana down here when he used to play the Heat.
This all got to be now on this team.
Yep.
They don't need a frontline guy. Maxey has taken his position. Like, hey, you just give us whatever you can as an old guy now in the league.
That's crazy, man. I remember he used to be so good.
It's weird. I'm so used to Philly, like, choking in the playoffs and
Yeah,
Harden
yeah.
playing for him and going 3 for 18 in a final game. I was like, "Wow, this is." They end up closing it out last night, so, they're getting ready to go, and by the way, that series is gonna be fun. 76ers and Knicks, Pistons and Cavs. Pistons come all the way back and beat Orlando. Orlando had what'd they have the other night? 22, 24-point lead. They had it. I mean, you got a 20-something point lead. You got I don't care what quarter. You gotta finish it out. They allow them to come back and win and just broke them yesterday. Then, out west, Oklahoma City and the Lakers, and LeBron, I'm sure, is going, "Luka, we could really use you right now." Looks like he's not gonna be back for that, series, and, San Antonio and the Timberwolves, as well. I'll tell you what, San Antonio and Oklahoma City gonna be a fun series to watch if everybody's healthy. That will be a very, very fun and entertaining series, and then I don't know who's coming out of the East. I still don't get a great feel for Detroit. I don't, and I know Cunningham's really good, but they're good defensively. They get after you. The number 1 seed, won a lot of games in the regular season. That thing still feels pretty damn open over the next couple weeks to see what's gonna happen there. We had a busy time. We have a lot of stuff going on and a lot of news. I know we kinda hit hard. We got this thing, and Dave Hyde had a big article on it, University of Miami, and what the new AD is gonna look like. Dan Radakovich has retired. I'm guessing moving back with his wife up to Carolinas and going to go back up there. I don't know if Dan plans on working again or not. I don't know where he is at this point. Longtime athletic director and helped to get this thing to where it is now, along with a real strong president who made sports a priority once again, and that takes a lot of money. That job's a little bit different. Dave Hyde wrote about this. He's going to join us in the 7:00 hour for fans out there. It's a different job than it used to be. It is. The rules have all changed. The rules, the regulations, and the game plan has all changed for coaches and athletic directors. It just has with everything. NIL being number one, generating money so you can play with the big boys, and you're a private school, even though there is a lot of money in your backyard. How do you tap into it? How do you get people to want to give to the program and continue to grow it? So this will be an interesting one, but that AD is not your normal whatever it was athletic director and even the coaches. You need different kind of coaches today. They're no longer just recruit and coach. It's got a lot of different parts to it now, man. The ball game has changed. As soon as we start paying players, that's a big part of this. The transfer portal, allowing guys to be free agents every year. Um, it takes a lot more. I don't think it's an old guy's game anymore for old school coaches, and we saw a lot of them get out of the game, starting with Nick Saban. I get it. Nick made a lot of money, and he was like, "I don't need this. I'm not going to do this." And you see the other guys here, Kirby Smart saying, "Yeah, the game's changed. We can't dominate anymore. Not with the money. We got a lot of teams that look just like us now, if not better." And so that's in his own conference. Anyway, it's going to be interesting. We'll talk to Dave Hyde a little bit about that athletic director job. It's a good job. I think it's a really good job. I do. I think is a good job, and what we've gotten from some of the coaches already, Mario Cristobal and what he's been able to do, Dave Lucas and what he's been able to do. So anyway, we'll talk to Dave Hyde and try to figure out this whole thing as we've heard some names that have already been thrown out. We'll talk more about that a little bit later on in the show. Yesterday, so the PGA players come to town. Some of the top guys didn't play. Two of the top players in the world did not play, Rory McIlroy being one of them that did not play, took the week off. But a lot of the guys were here. Scotty Scheffler, starting with him. And you can imagine, Errol asked about, hey, what about that other league they ran out of money after $5 billion they spent on it. Unbelievable amount of money. Unbelievable amount of money and no return. None. Just the Saudis have stupid money to throw into things. So now they're cutting back, and they're cutting back on some other sports that they've gotten behind here in this country. So now we're in a situation where no matter what everybody's saying, and they're going to try to find more money and keep this thing going. Look, you can do whatever you want. Those guys want to get back. A lot of those guys, they made their money. They got the big bonuses. They got the team money. They got individual money. Some of the money these guys have made. A lot of guys, what's been around 4 or 5 years, made with bonuses and wins and team wins and all that stuff. And for most of it, they played 3 days a week. Didn't even play 4 days a week. Played in shorts. I know we've had some fun with that. But they're going to want to get back on the tour. So the question's going to be, and a lot of the guys didn't want to deal with it this week. There were a lot of guys that are friends with some of these guys. Some of the guys they don't like. I'm sure there's still some bad blood because of the legal issues behind it and lawsuits and everything. It was bad. In case you have a short memory, the PGA and LIV, the divorce was an ugly one. Any of you been through an ugly divorce? This would be considered a very ugly sports divorce for guys that decided to go to LIV. And I still remember Sergio Garcia and his stupid ass comments he made. Remember when he was out there? I'm glad I don't have to put up with this tour much longer. He and then Phil Mickelson was also not happy with the PGA Tour. So some of those guys really were fired up, and then some of the guys came back at him from the other side, and so now some guys are saying, "Hey man, I'm cool with it. Let him come back, whatever." Now other guys are saying, though, we got guys on our tour that think they have to pay a little bit. There's got to be a way to work your way back on. We can't just let them back in after everything we've been through. I don't know how this is going to work out legally. I got some ideas, though. I got some pretty good ideas on what they might want to do that might work. With Tiger right in the middle of it, always a good, since Tiger's the one that's got all these persons jacked up to start with all the money guys are making now. We should call them the Tiger persons, man, from what Tiger's done. Anyway, we got to go to break. We're way behind this morning, but we do have a lot of stuff to get to here. And of course, the other news is I'm shocked to even say the NFL has the Dolphins out of the rotation because they don't have room for their parties basically next to the stadium. That's what we're talking about. We don't have room for all our fancy parties we like to do. What the hell did you do?
Take them to Cleveland, man. Cleveland's a good place to have the Super Bowl, right?
Well, if you like indoor parties, you'll have 4 days of them in Cleveland. That's crazy.
You know, the weather here is so perfect that time of year, too. Like the best weather we get, right? And was it February?
Oh, man.
Early February?
It is just incredible to me that
people want to come here. That's the other dumb thing is it seems like it's usually cold weather teams that play the Super Bowl. Like they want to come here.
So they're talking about not enough room for hospitality. Needed around the stadium for us to throw a Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're pretty good at throwing these parties. Looked like the national championship thing worked out pretty well. Hey, right now I want to tell you about Atlantic Men's Clinic ED and Low T. It's nothing to mess with, man. And I got to tell you, whether it's energy level from the low T side, your sex drive from the ED side, I'm not proud of this, but I know it happens to every guy, so I can talk about it. I had full-blown ED and low T. And, man, it's one thing to be tired all the time. It's another when that wife of yours gets all dressed up and all ready, going out on a nice date, Woody, and just going out, and all of a sudden we come home and empty nester and nothing's happening. And it's not her. It's me. Man, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing to go through. I'm laughing, but it messed with me. I couldn't wait. Somebody told me about Atlantic Men's Clinic. I went down there, met with their professional staff, got the testing done, the PSA test, and they explained everything. Their professionals come in to meet with you and look at your numbers, and then put you on a program and say, hey, this is going to work real fast. And, man, it worked really fast. It's great. I've been on it for 2 years. It's fantastic. I can't say enough about the results. Energy level, feeling good. Hey, by the way, being more active, keeping my weight down, and I'm not on any of that Ozempic stuff or anything else, man. It's just being more active for me. Sure, you cut back on certain food, but boy, I'll tell you what, it works. Atlantic Men's Clinic is fantastic. They've got 7 locations in South Florida, serve you a brand new location in Hollywood. I go to Plantation, man. Stop in, tell them, hey, Joe Rose, come here. 877-455-7300. Set up the first appointment. It's the most important one. And get this process started. If you're going through the ED low T combination right now, a lot of you are. Nobody to turn to. Just go, man. Go. You'll be glad you did. Check them out. Go to landingmensclinic.com.
WQAM invites you to salute.
She counts on Granger.
stop-and-go traffic building along Florida's Turnpike.
At wildforkfoods.com. Everyday staples, always top quality. Wild Fork Meat and Seafood Market coming soon to Homestead.
Joe, before we get back to the show here, I want to let people know we do have our event coming up on Friday here this week. We got WQM's Whiskey Stars and Cigars presented by Edmore Sawgrass Auto Mall. Talk Sports Unfiltered with our on-air host at Tabacone Cigars and Spirits Plantation Walk starting at 6 o'clock. We have some special guests stopping by. The Heat's Davion Mitchell, Bernie, and the Heat Dancers will be there as well, Joe. You can enjoy a nice Scotch whiskey from Johnny Walker, a smooth cigar from Drew Estate. The event is free. Just stop on by, get the info at WQAM.com if you need more info. It must be 21 or older. 6 o'clock Friday, Tabacone Cigars and Spirits at Plantation Walk, presented by Edmore's Sawgrass Auto Mall. 4 brands, 1 location, your local Cadillac, Buick, GMC, and Chevy dealer.
We got to thank Chris Atkins over there, just at Edmore's and all the stuff that he's done, and Teddy and the rest of them to be involved with this and keep this event going with all the characters here from QAM. Come on out and join us. It really is fun. It's a Friday night, and I just tell the wife, don't count on seeing me, and when you do, don't have high expectations for me. I like, sit with the guys, have a few drinks, and get Ubered home if my daughter can. I think my daughter picked me up last time, came by and said, hey, you need a ride home? I'm in the area. I go, yeah, I could use a ride. But, it's fun, man. It's great seeing everybody out there. Get to see a lot of people from before, and they come out. And the only thing you're not allowed to do if you're coming out to this on behalf of everybody that's going to be out there, you can't do you remember me? You just can't. You can't sit there and do you remember who I am. You can't do that. Especially when you hit me in 1982, we went to this thing together, and I'm like, because it's like,
you tell me memories a little foggy from then.
I'm just saying, for most people, you start going back 40 years, like, unless it was something that was very dramatic, where you're running away from a police officer so you didn't get arrested. Or something. I don't listen. It was.
You're like me. You're not great at remembering names either. No. I really struggle remembering names for some reason.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not trying to embarrass you, but there are people that we've worked with for many, many years, and you call them bro.
Okay, are you
done
now? Now you call me.
But I have this problem where I can't remember my wife's friends' names. I don't know if you have that problem too.
No, I'm good.
Really, because she introduces me to people, and then I'll see them, a little later on, and
we're
I'll introduce myself
though.
again.
We kind of stay in the same little area of people, so we're pretty good with the names of the families that we're in. They get brought up enough so that I can remember everybody's name. But anyway, outside of that, man, come on out and have a good time, have a drink with us. And,
Davion Mitchell's going to be there, man.
Yeah,
a hell of a player.
Yeah, had a hell of a end of the season.
Yeah,
know that. So we'll all be out there, and should be a lot of fun. And Chris all fired up. Chris Atkins, hey man, Friday night's great. Last year, maybe the greatest defensive player ever in history, maybe the greatest player in the NFL ever. I look up, and there's Lawrence Taylor.
Yeah,
that was LP. What are you doing? He was in a great mood, just sitting around. Came in with a buddy or two and just sat around with us. I got to tell you what happened to me, man, here before we go to break. This is I haven't had anything like this happen forever. I was having dinner with my wife, and a guy comes by and stops and stares at me. And he goes, and we looked at each other, and he goes, do you remember me? He did that. And the reason I brought it up. This got a good story. This is a really good story because I love this guy when we played, and we played together. Joe Carter, running back from Alabama. and he's lived here the whole time. I had no idea. Running back, one of the 5 Alabama guys that played at the same time. That was a great story. 5 guys that Bear Bryant, that Don Shula drafted down here. The 5 guys, of course, Don McNeil, Dwight Stevenson, same draft class, great. Tony Nathan, running back. Bob Baumhauer, defensive tackle, and Joe Carter, running back. Bear Bryant was spitting them out like Nick Saban, is what I'm telling you. And anyway, had a great talk with he and his wife, and he's been here the whole time. He just retired and never came around, and just saw him out at dinner. It was really cool, really, really cool. And it was like yesterday. Started talking about all the guys and the times. I just missed his age. I couldn't remember how far he was behind me, but just missed it. Anyway, we got 7 o'clock hour coming up. Dave Hyde's going to join us. Yeah, I thought that was really cool to see somebody, man. And looking, kind of had that look like we knew each other, but I hadn't seen him since the 80s. Crazy. Looks great. Hey, I got to tell you about who else is looking great these days and doing great work is especially with hurricane season right around the corner. Loctite Impact Windows, Doors, and Roofing. Boy, if you got an old leaky roof, you can replace your old roof now and you can pay later if that will help you. I got all kinds of good stuff, whether it's for the windows, doors, or the roofing. Listen to this one, no interest, no payments for 1 year, 100% financing and 0 down. They're doing a lot of great programs for you, whether you're thinking about impact windows or doors or that brand new roof. And they do it all, tile, shingle, metal, flat. Maybe you're going, nah, I want to wait 1 more year. But I need to get some repairs done. Great, because guess what? Loctite does repairs, 24/7 roof repairs. Just call anytime and let their professionals come out and fix your roof for now. Band-aid it up for you, man. Impact Windows as low as $6 per month per window installed. Don't wait for the next storm. Loctite Impact services all of South Florida, Dade, Broward, even Palm Beach County. They do it all. Once you agree to go with them, permits, HOA approvals, it's a one-stop shop. Loctite Impact is a licensed and insured contractor. Going to do great work for you no matter what you need done or what you're looking to have done. Very competitive prices. So, hey, write it down. Go to LoctiteImpact.com. Again, LoctiteImpact.com. Or you can call 954-500-LOCK, covering all of South Florida. Loctite Impact Windows, Doors, and Roofing.
WQAM
Accident attorneys.
Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
This update is brought to you by Darrell Hyundai. In Miami, we go to the beach for a little solcito, and when we want a low price, we know you pay less with your Pricito de Mayo at Darrell Hyundai. Starting with baseball and the Marlins, who fell to the Phillies 7-2. Miami look to get the split of the 4-game series tonight with the first pitch at 6:40 from Lone Depot Park. And the game can be heard right here on WQAM. And the Hurricanes dropped 2 of 3 to NC State after a 12-7 loss. Next up, Miami host FIU tomorrow night. In Formula One, Kimi Antonelli won the Miami Grand Prix. And in golf, Cam Young won the Cadillac Championship. Time for your weather, brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting. Storm season is coming. Make sure your home is ready. Get your free roof and window estimate today. Visit tornadoroofing.com. And Joe, as I told you earlier, the rain is coming in.
Again?
You'll get your tennis break from about 10 to noon.
That's not looking good.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Yeah, that water.
It's a little messy out there this morning.
It delays those courts a little bit. Little nicer to the clay than is the hard court, which I no longer play on. But hey, we got more important things in.
It's going to rain. Today's a good day because yesterday they got everything in, which is good.
Hey, man, I got to tell you, it's
so
incredible. Yeah, incredible getting the F1 race in, the whole thing. And I was waiting to see for it. They were showing shots of it pouring from before and what it might be like for those guys. And you know, we end up getting some good luck. And those
they
guys
moved it a few hours earlier.
Yeah. They moved it up. That was great. Actually, I enjoyed the hell out of that too. And then golf. They're able to get the whole thing in, and boy, just dominant golf. That was just incredible to watch what happened there in the Cadillac Championship. Just amazing story with Cam Young going 19 under. He had a penalty shot, Woody. It's strange when we're getting into a bunch of F1 stuff as well here, but. So Cam Young is out, and I guess because the was wet, so they let him place the ball anyway. He got over the ball, and the ball moved. He called a penalty on himself. And I was thinking, I don't want you to not, for you guys that are hardcore and play by the rules golfers, I'm not sure I would have called it because I don't know if anybody saw it. But he pulls away. He's had a nice lead, and he goes, hey, man, the ball moved. I was over. The guy came over and goes, hey, call a penalty on yourself just to make sure. One of the judges came over there and the officials. And so he just goes out and plays his ass off. Just didn't miss a beat. Just hit it as pure and as clean as Scotty Scheffler goes. Yeah, that's his. He's unbelievable right now. He hits it a mile. He's got that damn delay at the top of his swing, that pause that and comes down with just ridiculous power through the ball. But Kai called a penalty, and you know, so afterwards going, hey Cam, man, that, you know, he talked about, hey, you know, it's just better to do it that way. You know, you do the right thing, and that's been a knock on some guys in the past that didn't do that, Patrick Reed, and so he, you know, that's a big thing with those guys, man. And I was thinking, how many guys you play with when you go out there, move the ball a little bit when you're not with them? And they go over to give themselves a little better lie.
Very personal question.
But you know guys do
it. Yeah. I mean, I do it.
There's a guy that
wouldn't you?
I've probably done it, yes, once or twice when I was playing to give myself, especially if I'm playing for money and my ball sprayed one side and they get me out of the cart to go look at it, and I go, oh, no, hell no.
You're going to launch one of those things into the sand.
But I got to tell you, if I'm in the rough and I'm going to hit it and that ball moves a little bit, I sure the hell am not pulling away and going, hey, penalty, guys. I'm calling a penalty on myself. The ball moved. Those guys go, what? Are you kidding? But
maybe they would respect your honesty, Joe.
Well, if everybody saw it, you know, it is funny though that guys go, no, that's my ball right there. That's not your ball, man. That's somebody else's ball. They didn't pick it up.
I think everybody listening to us right now that plays golf has done that many times. You know, the other, like, you hit it and what if you're like directly in front of a tree? Don't you give it a little
So I gotta say this to all the beautiful private courses and the ones and the guys that play every day at some of the great courses we have down here. I'm guessing that when they're over the ball and it moves on its own, they just play it and don't say a word. And I'm not talking about moving a lot. I'm just saying where you could see it move, just a little bit of a rotation there. The ball moves, but you could tell it moves. Your eyes are good enough. You're right over the top of it. I'm guessing most guys that play that are really good players, I'm guessing they don't call it on themselves. I'm guessing if you're just out there playing with your guys, playing for 20 a hole, 50 a hole, whatever, and you guys have regular games and you're super competitive, I'm guessing you don't do what Cam Young did yesterday out there. Now, smart move, because if they do that close-up, because this has happened to some guys who have been busted, again, Patrick Reed, and it's a bad look when you already had a reputation of being a cheater when you came to the tour, and a lot of guys don't like him, Patrick Reed. And so, you get that rep, you don't get rid of it, So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool the guy did that, but again, still shot 19 under with a penalty. I mean, it's crazy. Got to have been 20 under in that damn long-ass sand everywhere, wind, and all that water. Shoot 19 under? Damn. Never looked like he was going to lose that tournament. From start to finish, he just friggin' dominated. Just incredible matchup for him. Then the other one, the F1, 19-year-old Kimi Antonelli, third straight win, 19 years old. 19 years old. He looks like he's a sophomore in high school. Took you and he was drinking, he's drinking the champagne after. I go, hey, careful, man. You're not old enough to be drinking, chugging that expensive champagne.
Well, they might have a different drinking age where he's from. I don't know where he's from.
I don't know, but he's drinking here. But
problem with F1 though too is the favorites seem to always win. It's like whoever's got the car that's rolling well seems to win all the races.
It does seem that way.
Yeah.
To me, man,
I thought they had made it more, and I haven't watched the show yet this season, but I thought they set a salary cap almost to make the cars more competitive.
Yeah. I don't know about right now. Mercedes is rolling pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know. Hey, by the way, it's great to see Cadillac out there too. That was kind of cool. And maybe the coolest thing watching TV is that MSC ship out there that they have.
Yeah, it was big,
and they had some great shots of it. They had those shots where you could see the whole thing right into the race. That's got to be one of the coolest things they've added to that race. That big, and there was room everywhere. Hell, it looked like it had bedrooms in there. You could go in there and, have a few drinks and get lucky or something. God, it was crazy. But
yeah, now they got to clear it all out and get ready for the World Cup, right?
Yeah, now, hey, man, that's over. They said right after the race they started tearing it down, getting ready. Got the World Cup coming.
Yeah, just in case F1 wasn't expensive enough for you, you got the World Cup coming. And what do they charge? $250 for parking or something? What did we say the other day?
Oh, for World Cup, I don't know. But Woody, I got to tell you, man.
One event after another.
When they text me that, hey, we don't, if you want to have, the president come on, she's wonderful. I saw her yesterday again. If you want to have her on, and we don't need anything. We've sold everything, but it'd be great for her to come on. It was unbelievable. Just packed with people.
It was really, so Friday's usually the easiest day, for the practice. It was packed, man.
Yeah.
It was slammed on Friday.
It was,
and we took the bus over from Hard Rock, the casino, and
those fans are
packed.
They're passionate about that. And then you got your people just want to be there to friggin' party with other famous people. By the way, why does there are going to be security all over that place? Why do you have to bring your security with security already there? It's like double security.
In case someone like you gets in there and wants to get a picture with Messi or whatever.
Give somebody a hard time.
Yeah,
I wouldn't do that.
I know you wouldn't.
I don't want to bother.
Not a tennis player. I mean,
hey, so we're gonna have Dave Hyde from the Sun Sentinel. Speaking of all these events, and we're going to get into everything with Dave Hyde, including an article on University of Miami looking for their next athletic director. And it's a new world out there, man. It's not the same old that it's been. It's a different job now than it used to be. It's not for older guys that aren't aggressive, that want to get out and work. This thing, a lot of it is generating money, thinking outside the box for the new world we live in, to stay competitive for all your sports that have a chance to make you money. right? The basketball stuff, the football. And so anyway, Big Joe's got to make some, along with that board, they got to make some big decisions here on who's going to replace Dan Radakovich. We'll talk to Dave Hyde about that and his article coming up in just a moment. But first, I'm going to talk to you about Baptist Health, South Florida. Man, I got to tell you, people ask me all the time, where do the pros go when they get injured? And I go, well, enter Miami, the Heat, the Panthers, the Miami Dolphins, a lot of events, FIU, FAU. It's Baptist Health. They have one of the top sports medicine programs in the country. When you start looking at the specialists they put together, they've seen it all. Knee, anything with the knee, shoulder specialist, foot and ankle, hand, back, hip and knee replacement, doctors, Achilles. They got doctors that are some of the best in the industry. That's why so many athletes from all over the country make their way to South Florida. And you got to have great facilities, and they really do. Doctors Hospital in Coral Gables is fantastic. Hard Rock Stadium and 595 in Pine Island in Plantation. The next time you have an injury of any kind, you or anybody in your family, just visit baptisthealth.net/ortho. One goal every day. One goal every day. It's getting you back out playing the sports you love the most.
WQAM broadcasting live from the Ed Moore Sawgrass Auto Mall Studios. Shopping
All right, Joe, it's time to head out to the Toyota of Hollywood hotline. Shop over 2,000 Toyotas on sale. One location, Toyota of Hollywood on 441 between Hollywood and Sheridan, toyotaofhollywood.com.
Thank you, and we go right to him. Dave Hyde, good friend from the Sun Sentinel, columnist for a long, long time, and he's still a young man. Dave Hyde, good morning. How you doing?
Everything hopefully factual about that last one, Joe. I'm getting older.
All right, we're both getting a little bit older, but that's okay. That's okay. Hey, we got a lot of stuff to get to, man, including your Sun Sentinel article from yesterday. University of Miami getting it right on this new athletic director, Dan Radakovich. He is retired, or you think he's still looking to maybe get another job, or you think he's done at age 67?
You know, I haven't talked to him, so I'm not sure, but I would guess he's done.
Yeah.
I mean, 67, and he's had a great career.
He has. He has.
You know, but as someone told me, we got to rethink the athletic director position, just like a lot of the coaches from Krzyzewski to Saban to down here, Jim Larinaga had trouble making the crossover to the NIL world, and you have to rethink the athletic director position at Miami too, in that regard. And it'll be interesting to see who they hire. It's going to be more of a business person than the guy who I wrote in the column. Decades ago, I'd sit in Sam Jankovich's office. He'd pull open a drawer and he'd hold up a piece of paper and he'd have 5 names on it. And he said, "These are the 5 guys I'll go to replace our coach when I need it." And that's not what the AD does anymore, especially in Miami, where the president is really, and he has a small group and they're the ones making decisions like that. So
yes,
they need a fundraiser, they need a organizer of NIL, and probably help the president and his group with the vision of the conference and TV structure.
Dave, all that stuff you're talking about, that's it. It all goes back to generating money and tapping into new money. We got so much money here in South Florida now, and we got, a lot of these guys, kids go to UM and get more in and generate in the new game you have to play with the transfer portal. Hey, business is expensive, and it can no longer be the old traditional athletic director, to your point. I got to tell you, I know one name's been thrown out. I've known him for a long time, Michael Yormark. I think he'd be great. I think he'd be great for this. He's aggressive. He's a go-getter. He thinks outside the box. He has a background with the Panthers, but that was a different job, obviously, than he'd be looking at. I think he'd be a great help and a great asset for the University of Miami.
Yeah, I'm walking the tightrope there, Joe. I knew Michael from the Panthers, and he was he was on the business side. Now he's gone to Rock Nation. I really don't know what he's done there other than Rock Nation has been a success, and he's been at the front of it. I don't know what other options they have. I mean, they must have a lot of people would want this job. So, this is, it's sort of like the Panthers just hired a business manager. I have no idea what that guy's background is. And to be honest, that's not the side of the world I care about. I care about the sports and the teams and all that. This is the money side, and I get they blend together, especially even more and more in college sports where, Miami I wasn't given a figure. I was just told they are spending crazy money on sports, and it's working. You look, they won in football. They made a lot of money on football for going down that road. And their basketball program, you see how, biggest turnaround from one season to the next in college basketball history. So it's working. Yeah. But they need money to fuel it. And so
absolutely great.
They have to get some guy in a world that I really don't understand. So I stick to coaches and all that.
Yeah. Hey, so let's flip it to Cadillac Championship at Doral, and they were able to get that final round in, and Cam Young was just out of this world, 19 under and the whole deal. But I want to talk about this LIV thing because looks like it's about ready to fold. It's going to be interesting. I think they need some of those superstars. John Rahm and DeChambeau would be good. Maybe Cam Smith, some of those guys. Koepka's kind of on probation right now. Patrick Reed, all working their way back to the PGA Tour. Your way back program, I think, is what we're calling it here. But what are your thoughts? I know there's still a lot of bad blood. Those lawsuits, a little bit like a nasty divorce. And you haven't been through one, and I've seen it. But I'm just curious your thoughts on. And the guys didn't really want to talk about it this week. They but they need to strengthen this and at some point get everybody back, don't they?
Yeah, I think. Look, the more good golfers out there, the better. The more big names, the better. So there will be a path back for them. The question is, like you said, I was out there Thursday and talked to and asked a few golfers or half dozen golfers. Like Scotty Scheffler didn't even want to answer the question.
No.
He's like, no, I just got off the golf course and you hit me with this. Like it's a big emotional issue still inside the tour. Others, basically the sentiment was, yes, they should have a path back. Let's face it, these guys play in the majors all the time. So they should have a path back. The question becomes, what is the pound of flesh that the PGA takes from them?
That's true.
Because they were offered a path back in January. Brooks Koepka took it, and there was a list of things he had to go through. And you mentioned earlier paying $5 million to a charity to kind of rehabilitate his name, I guess. But also, he's playing in Myrtle Beach in the minor league tour this weekend while the PGA Tour's in Charlotte. So if that's what he has to do, what do the guys who didn't take that proposal and now they want back? Yeah. Now that there's really what do they have to do? And there's two big names, DeChambeau and John Rahm, but there's also a lot of future guys, like the past two NCAA champions have gone to LIV, and a lot of younger guys you don't know who at some point become the future of the PGA.
Well, they got to start, in my opinion, they got to start down on the little mini tours and work their ass to work up. That's what's made the PGA Tour so great, is nothing's handed to anybody, man. You got to earn it. And then once you become really good and start winning majors, then you're on that hall pass. I like this.
Was it worth it? That's the question. That's sort of what I wrote my column on. Was it worth it for these guys? They made a lot of money.
They would all do it again. They would all do it again for the amount of money. That money they got. Dave, a lot of those guys got over $100 million signing bonus up front.
Absolutely. But they were worth over $100 million already. So, I mean, it isn't like it was life-changing money to them. They already had that. This was just stacked on money. And then, look, we all want more. I'm right there with everybody else. But at what cost did it come?
It's incredible. The Saudi Arabia put in $5 billion or $6 billion to that.
I heard
thing.
$5.3 billion was what the total cost was.
They got nothing out of it except, it didn't work. We're done, boys. And we'll move on to something else. We got a new game plan over here.
They got a lot of money into soccer. They got a lot of money into F1. So we'll see if those dry up now though too. So
hey, I want to run an idea by you. So Tiger, Rory, and Scheffler kind of be the leaders, right? When it's said and done, Rory, Ryder Cup, one of the best players in the world. Actually, they're 1 and 2 in the world. Scheffler and Rory, and Tiger is always going to be the president of the club because the amount of money that everybody's making now is because of him. They had to put those three with the head of the PGA Tour and let them figure out something on behalf of the PGA Tour. What do you think?
Well, that would make sense. Rory would definitely want to be in it. The question is, would Scheffler – those guys – because a couple players said, I have thoughts on it, but I don't really want to get involved in the decision because
I can see that. Yeah.
Especially these guys have careers going. With Scheffler and Rory have careers going, and then this had to weigh on Rory. He called his Ryder Cup teammates. He said he felt betrayed by them. The guys, several of them went to LIV, and so there was a cost of carrying, sort of being the flag bearer for the PGA against LIV, which Rory was, and does everybody want to do that? Do they have the mental ability to do that?
Well, this one is as they patch and make up, and you got a lot of big egos. And hey, listen, everybody's their own program there, and it'll be interesting to see how they work this out. Because
I tell you what, Joe, the one forgotten part about this is the PGA golfers. They came out well of this too, because the purses went up.
Got a lot bigger. Yes.
Yeah,
I agree.
Look at Doral, went from nine, a little over 9 to 20 this past weekend when it came back. So and they've readjusted the tour. These are Doral's now a quote signature event. They have like 8 of those. But the point is, the purses have got richer because of LIV.
So the other story coming out this past week is we find out the Finns are out of the NFL Super Bowl rotation, no longer meet requirements to host the event. Not enough room for hospitality. I was waiting for something big. You don't have enough room for our parties earlier in the week for hospitality. We got a problem around the stadium because of F1 racetrack and tennis courts.
Yeah, not enough room for those tents and big corporate sponsors do fit into. I'm fine with that. If the Super Bowl comes here, great. If it doesn't, that's fine.
I agree. I agree with you right there.
Do you want the Miami Open and F1 every year for off into the distant future, or do you want the Super Bowl once every 8 or 10 years? And then I think most people would agree you take the F1 and the Miami Open. And we live without the Super Bowl. I've always thought the Super Bowl should only be played in places where you can serve a fresh dolphin sandwich on restaurants. You got Miami, got New Orleans, San Diego, LA. I guess Jacksonville would be in it too now. But all those other places, Cleveland and
what are we doing, Dave? What are we doing teasing them? What are you going to do for 4 days?
You're rewarding the city's politicians for building a stadium. That's what you're doing.
All those guys, all these packages that everybody knows for the Super Bowl, for most people, for the corporate world, are 4-day packages. Come in on a Thursday and golf and hit the ocean, a little fishing, great restaurants. There's stuff to do, as you know, living down here. What are you going to do up there for 4 days in the middle of a snowstorm?
I covered Super Bowls in Minnesota where I went ice fishing. And,
you didn't go ice fishing.
I did it. Yeah, and that was basically what you're saying. Let's go sit in a tent and drink schnapps. That's basically the idea. And maybe we catch something, maybe we don't. But I'd say, and I've been in Detroit and all these other cold places, and if that's what they want to do, God bless them.
Yeah.
But,
hey, Dave, I gotta leave you with this last part of this and it's gonna come across a little shot, but I really don't care. Is like I wish we could get back like this Hard Rock Stadium was built for the Miami Dolphins. It'd be nice to see that product as healthy and as good as the Miami Open has become, and the numbers they're doing and getting great players here, and that race is just getting better. I thought yesterday was just fantastic. We got to get this football thing figured out, man. This ridiculous.
How many years we've been
saying amount of money? Well, a long, Dave. I was a young guy.
Yeah. Look, they figured everything out but that, right? Everything in that stadium is first class, but the product, except the one thing everybody really cares about. The one thing everybody cares about is Dolphins football. And so, but that said, I've said this. I haven't said this in a while. I like the direction they're on.
I do too. But
so we'll see where it goes.
We got to get. It's the clock's run. We got to get this thing, and I'm with you. I want to give John Eric Sullivan half all the, get behind him here and see if we can get this thing flipped around real quickly. But it's. Well, I'll tell you what. What is this thing going to be worth if the whole family just says if the whole group goes, you know what, let's just sell this whole thing. It's got to be $20-25 billion with the race, everything you have that's making money in all the events. Dave,
it doesn't sound like that's the road they're going down, though. The son-in-law is
they want to keep it.
He's the one who oversaw everything this offseason. From bringing in Troy Aikman to going through the whole process of. Hiring.
I think Danny's done a nice job with that. I'm with you, and coming in and some fresh ideas.
But what? Remember when Joe Robbie's family sold it for what, $140 million to Wayne Huizenga? Everybody's like, wow, look at the money in that, $140 million.
Yeah.
And then Stephen Ross bought it for 1.2 billion, I believe. Wow, look at the money. And now
we're all laughing.
You know what? In 10 years from now, it'll just keep going up. So you're not going to invest your money probably in anything better.
Can you imagine paying $1 billion for something is the greatest investment he's ever made? He goes, I've done a lot of great stuff in the development industry. I ain't done anything like this. This is unbelievable, man. Hot damn right. Can't
It's
beat
better
it.
than Nvidia stock, Joe. That's about it, you know.
Oh, Dave, man. Unbelievable stuff. Well, listen, bud, I really appreciate you coming on, talk a little bit about everything going on here. And by the way, Vinny Viola, he wins again. Kentucky Derby, owner of the horse that ends up coming from way behind Golden Tempo. What a!
I'm not even a horse guy. That was fun to watch.
It was.
Fun. But Vinny, even in a down year for his Panther, he wins. He did, every year he wins. He's at the front of the pack right now as far as owners.
Yeah, he's got a couple things figured out, how to pick horses and this team coming back. All right, Dave, thank you so much, bud. I appreciate it.
All right, Joe.
Dave Hyde from the Sun Sentinel, talking a little bit about some of the issues and items that are going on around here right now in South Florida. Hey, it's Mental Health Awareness Month, and it really is important, man. It's just real. It's not something that's, you're just, come on, you can get through this. Sometimes you need help, man. Mental Health Awareness Month, and it should be that for everybody. And Dr. Barry and all the great folks at Recovery Unplugged, that's what they deal with is mental health and things that people go through. You get off the road a little bit, something happens in your life, and you can't get through it. You can't get through the whole process by yourself. You need some help. It's okay. It happens. You have things happen, little breakdowns there. And if you need a little help, man, Recovery Unplugged can do it. If your mental health needs a comeback season, Recovery Unplugged Behavioral Health is here to help you with a beautiful mental health residential program right here in Fort Lauderdale. Went down there and spent a couple hours with Dr. Barry. It's fantastic. Listen to all the people, got to meet people that are there. Amazing. They've helped over 20,000 people nationwide with expert care, music-based healing, and innovative treatments like ketamine therapy for depression, anxiety, and trauma. Hey, make this a year you put yourself first. That's what this is all about. You come first, man. If your friends are saying you need to do something, listen to them. Call 954-737-4508. Get some help, some good help. Visit recoveryunplugged.com. New year, new you, Recovery Unplugged, heal out loud.
like ended.
Yeah.
It just ended like
Shut
in the
it
middle of the night.
down.
It was at 3 a.m. And so there's a few issues. So first off, they have 17,000 workers, which is problem number one.
Yeah.
Problem number two is if you had a flight that day or you were on in the middle of your trip or whatever, you're out of luck.
I saw that.
There's nobody you can call.
Nope.
There is nothing you can do. Like, you are just completely out of luck. And I just don't know how we allow things to get to this point where we screw this many people.
Yeah.
Like, we need to be better.
Well, listen, they I saw the people talking about they had to call home and get money to get on another flight.
Yeah,
make
everyone's
their way
scrambling
back and missing work. Yeah, it was.
Imagine you're in the middle of a trip and they go up. Your airline's cooked.
Good old Spirit right here.
Yeah,
right here in Fort Lauderdale.
Probably would have been way to do this without like screwing people that were already mid-trip. But
I don't think they're looking to screw people. I don't know if there's a good time when and the president of the company says, "I got to shut this down, man. We're bleeding money."
Yeah.
So anyway,
pretty bizarre scene there, though, Joe. But all right, we'll jump into a little sports here now. And NBC had its most watched Kentucky Derby ever. 19.6 million viewers tuned in for the 152nd Kentucky Derby.
Woody, they should have.
That's a big number.
That was incredible. That horse, Golden Tempo, passed 12 horses late to win. Went outside too, and went by. We have this pool we do, and I got an early pick, and I took Renegade, of course. And boy, Golden Temple, what a great story! 23-1, Woody. And I know a lot of people going, "Why didn't I take Golden Temple? I'd have put 100 on Golden Temple. I'd have made some money." Yeah.
Yep. Could be worse. My 4-year-old took Great White. The horse
God.
Knocked the jockey off. Didn't get the run. So.
That's a great time. They're putting them in, the excitement, the buildup of hours of coverage and what everybody looks like and excuse me, who's there. And
it is a lot of coverage, by the way.
No, but now it's there and you know the program and they're putting them in as quickly as possible. And that horse went straight up and that guy fell. By the way, that guy's lucky not in the hospital, if not dead.
No,
but I didn't. By the way, and I didn't know. Are you with me that once they go down, that's it? No.
Yeah,
no
I didn't realize that.
I thought you get back up and it'd be like a movie, take off running, and
no,
that was it.
That horse.
That guy
pulled a Jason Tatum, Joe.
You're getting ready to go, man. I could win this whole thing and big race, and instead you're walking away.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That brings us to our next story.
Yeah.
Inside the NBA, they do that gone fishing deal. So they put up the Celtics on there, and they had
they couldn't help themselves.
They had Vrabel and Rossini on the front doing the little Titanic thing with the arms
in the very front of
yes,
ahead of all the celebrities of all the celebrities that have been part of go to every Boston event and are hardcore fans and they put Vrabel up there.
Good for them. Very funny stuff.
Hey, listen, man, some people were upset, like, let it go. Why do you guys do this? I thought it was funny. And this is exactly what happens when you do something like this. You got to live with it. It doesn't go away.
Yep. I'm with you, man. I thought it was very funny. All right. This is pretty funny, too, here, Joe. You see the Big Ten generated $1.37 billion for its schools in media revenue. That is a 55% increase.
Big Ten?
The Big Ten, it looks like around $76 million will go to each of the 18 schools. So the business is booming in the Big Ten, apparently.
Well, by the way, Big Ten got the champions now in basketball and football, right? Indiana and Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
They got it rolling, Woody. Maybe we should stop talking so much about the SEC.
Funny you should bring that up because the Big Ten here, Joe, is a little bit upset. Remember we did that Duke story? I think it was on Friday. Duke got that deal with Prime Video.
Yes, they did.
And I told you that one of the marquee games they're doing is the game in Vegas against Michigan. I'm sorry, in New York. It's going to be at the Garden on December 21st. They're going to play Michigan. And so Amazon said that's going to be our game. Fox says not so fast. We have to deal with them as well. And so
So what happens there, Woody?
I don't know, man. fight it in court. Who the hell knows anymore? But the Big Ten's primary rights holders, Fox Sports, which sub-licenses games to other partners like NBC and CBS, is the company reportedly involved in the dispute here. It says the next step, this disagreement is currently unclear. No legal action has been taken yet. Duke, Michigan likely to be a marquee game, so giving Fox a cut of the revenue might not be enough to end the dispute, it says.
Gosh, this is it's incredible, right?
Yeah,
this is only going to get worse. We've been talking about the same thing. Basically, in NFL, some of the original partners are might be going to the sideline here pretty soon.
It sounded weird to me to begin with, and I know that
Prime.
they made a deal with ESPN. Duke made a deal with ESPN that they were going to play in some of their, ESPN. ESPN owns like all of those tournaments over like Thanksgiving and all that. They own all of them. So I don't know, man. I don't know how that's going to end up working out. We'll see who wins the fight for Duke's.
Well, I got to tell you, man, the future, Netflix, Amazon, and Apple are looking strong.
Yep.
Looking real strong.
All right, Joe, to another incident here. DK Metcalf, no charges are going to be filed against him here for the fan incident. If you recall back, remember he had the fan came down and, razzed him, and he got upset and grabbed the guy or whatever. So
that's good, man.
Yeah.
Like, all right, he's paid. He gets suspended for a game, didn't he?
Two games, I believe.
Right,
It says the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office released a statement to local media explaining the decision, saying the fan in question did not appear injured, nor did he seek any medical attention after the incident.
Boy, that's kind of nice refreshing to hear for once, instead of somebody trying to pick up a couple $100,000.
It said they described Metcalf's actions as a shirt grab and a push, not an attempted punch. Now, he is seeking, this guy is going after DK Metcalf and others for $100 million. You remember that in the civil suit? So the civil suit has not worked its way through yet.
Oh, so the guy is he is going.
Oh yeah, well money. Yeah, of course you got.
Well, why didn't you stop me?
That was just the criminal part of it, Joe. The civil
Let me ask you a
suit
question.
on.
Why should that guy get $100 million? Explain it.
I don't think he should get $1, but I mean. I think people need to be held responsible for their actions, man. And clearly that guy was, I think both guys are in the wrong.
Yeah. No. Hey, you're right. Players should not be around there no matter what anybody says.
But you shouldn't be able to razz a guy into hitting you or whatever. And then
no, but you should never,
you
should never be over there. And that's why you got so many security guys on the sideline. They got security people everywhere. They don't let anybody. If you look like you're not supposed to be there now, I've had it happen. Bo's going through it every week now. They don't want to see a phone out. They don't want to see anything. You're not supposed to be there. You know, the right credential, and they're making sure, trying to keep all the players inside the box by the bench. Stuff shouldn't happen. Just shouldn't happen. If you got a problem, somebody says something to hurt your feelings or says something about your wife, your mom and dad, just tell one of them. We got Drew and Larry for us, and those guys go over it, and they're great. Those guys are really good at what they do. Really, really good. That's security.
Yeah.
We should have Larry and Drew Day. Those guys are damn good at what they do, man. It's good stuff. So we don't have this drama.
Somebody asked.
We got enough of our own outside, though, last year.
Did the gain in viewership have anything to do with how many people can bet on it so easy? I don't know if he's talking about the horse racing. The horse racing is actually kind of complicated to bet on. And they had all sorts of issues nationally. I don't know if you saw any of this.
No.
But like FanDuel, I think, had some trouble. Some of those horse betting sites went down. Like there was a lot of problems out there. But
I don't know, man.
You can't do it on Hard Rock.
I saw it.
Hard Rock doesn't do horses.
I saw 23-1. That's what I saw, and I was thinking, all those people there. Boy, you hit that one. It was just unbelievable. This, you see the odds, and that's where the money goes or doesn't go, and you're just thinking they don't think much of this horse, and it just takes off like, you're getting the best horses. Don't get me wrong; they're not taking plow horses to fill up the 19 spots. But man,
I'm just disappointed Bob Baffert didn't juice his horses like usual.
It was just a short period of time, and this horse just went outside and ran down the side like a friggin' movie, right? One of those underdog horse movies.
Texter says that fans should not get a single dollar, become a business venture for people to try to stir it up with these players to get a reaction out of them so they can get paid. I think that's already a business for people.
Totally agree.
You see, like, you get somebody out at a nightclub or something or other, and you get them a little riled up, and they've been drinking. How many times have we seen that?
Yeah.
At those clubs.
Agree, Woody. Got to be
Everything's
careful.
a business venture.
I got to tell you, man, it's rough out there now.
The Panthers
a lot different place than it used to be.
I don't know if you saw this. The Panthers had like a garage sale that they did. I think all the teams do those, right? Those garage sales, and they were selling like game used sticks.
Very
Somebody
popular.
posted a video, and people were just grabbing as much as they could get in their hands, like as much as they could possibly carry.
Why?
Well, you know the answer to that.
That's the ones that ruin it for everybody.
Yes,
you're in line, and
absolutely.
One, the idiot in the front's got to try just taking stuff till it's falling down around them.
People are camping out at these retail stores like Target and Walmart and stuff to get these Topps Chrome boxes.
Yeah,
so that they can flip them
again?
they can flip them for a few bucks on eBay. I don't know, man. Everyone's just trying to hit money however they can, I guess.
Trying to hit that jackpot.
No, they're not even opening the boxes. No, they don't open the boxes, Joe. They sell them for a little markup because they know you can't get them because they got all of them.
Yeah.
So,
wow, Woody,
there, bro.
Tough place out there right now.
It's a jungle
Woody,
out there, man.
You just brought the uglier side of sports to us just now.
The video's bizarre though from the Panther. I mean, people are literally they have their arms just filled with hockey sticks.
Hey, by the way, gone fishing. That was pretty funny, and it was not ESPN like. That was TNT like to see that.
Yeah.
It was very funny.
I don't know how much control ESPN has over that show.
I don't know.
I don't know what their deal is with that show, but I'm guessing they said, like, if you want us to do it, we're going to do it our way, right?
I mean, I look, and right away they're talking about all celebrities, and you see them up there, and you're laughing, and then you see them going.
That's great.
All right. It's not me, so it's funny. I know. Hey, listen, we got an 8 o'clock hour coming up here, Woody. Hey, I want to talk about Chill Zone. Oh, it's starting to get hot out there again. Hot, humid, rain. It beats the you-know-what out of that air conditioning unit. And if your children are like mine and constantly turn it up till the house is like, or turn it down to the house is like 60 degrees, and you run up a big bill. Hey, listen, they break down. These air conditioning units are going to break down. Doesn't matter what kind you have. One product over another, they're going to break down. It sure is nice to have somebody that's going to be very honest and do great service for you. And I'm talking about Chill Zone Air Conditioning. Oh, my gosh. President Melissa De Verona, family owned and operated. She's the president. She answers the phone in the morning, sends crews out, knows where they are on time, make sure they do the good work for you, great service. And if you need a new air conditioning unit, they deliver. No surprises, by the way. And it makes it nice. Listen, the air conditioning industry gets a really bad reputation. They've done it to themselves. It can be dirty. It can be nasty sometimes. How about a guy comes over and has no idea what he's doing, and he tells you one thing that you have somebody else come in because it didn't sound right, tells you something completely different. You don't have to get a new air conditioning unit. They can fix the one you have. That's what Chill Zone's all about. President Melissa De Verona and her family are going to make sure they take great care of you. All those trucks that go out every day all over South Florida have a lot of experience so that you get great service on time, doing it the right way. That's what it's all about. When you talk about Chill Zone Air Conditioning, I want to let you know, call 786-378-2778. You ready to make a change and go to somebody new that you can trust and believe in because you can talk to the president right off the bat? Tell them you heard it right here on 104.3 WQAM. That's chillzoneac.com if you want to look it up. Stay chill with Chill Zone Air Conditioning today.
finish, brewed with time and determination to get the balance just right. Because when a beer is made right, you can feel it. Modelo Especial, the model for everyday beer. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Everyday staples, now at lower prices. Always top quality. Wild Fork Meat and Seafood Market. Save big at Wild Fork Meat and Seafood Market. With everyone's favorite bear chicken,
Sports Station, the home of Joe Rose with Hollywood, Tobin and Leroy, and Hawk Crowder and Solana. South Florida sports lives here.
Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys.
Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
This update is brought to you by Doral Hyundai in Miami. We go to the beach for a little solcito, and when we want a low price, we know you pay less with your Pricito Di Maio at Doral Hyundai. Starting with baseball and the Marlins, who fell to the Phillies 7-2. Miami will look to get the split of the 4-game series tonight with the first pitch at 6:40 from Lone Depot Park. The game can be heard here on WQAM. And the Hurricanes dropped 2 of 3 to NC State after a 12-7 loss. Next up, Miami host FIU tomorrow night. In Formula One, Kimi Antonelli won the Miami Grand Prix. And in golf, Cam Young won the Cadillac Championship. Time for weather, brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting, helping keep your home and family safe when the storms roll in. Visit tornadoroofing.com for your free roof and window estimate. The storms are supposed to be rolling in here this morning, Joe, but I see no rain behind you at the moment. I was told 7 a.m. rain. My sources.
I'm not taking a shot at the weather, people.
It'll probably rain the second you step on the court.
But I got to tell you, yesterday
they
made it sound like it was gloom and doom all day yesterday.
Did it rain yesterday at all?
It did some, yes.
I got a little, like 10 minutes worth.
No. We got hit hard in the morning and hard in the afternoon out in good old Davie. But
you got in the morning?
Yeah. But saying all that, we got 2 good days, man, for 2 good events in for yesterday with the F1 and Cadillac Championship at Doral. A lot of good stuff and great performances. A 19-year-old. How the hell can a 19-year-old drive like that? And I know, listen, Mercedes must obviously have really good cars right now. They're racing. But my gosh, man, Antonelli, what a 19 years old. You see the guy? He looks like he's a sophomore in high school. Serious.
Well, these guys, they start this stuff really young.
He's not the only one. I think there's another guy out there. He says 19 years old, almost 20. And I'm like, man, it's amazing going 200. It was funny watching the speed. They slow down to like 45 to go around those turns.
Mm-hmm.
Then before you know it, man, they're 200 miles an hour.
That's why I tell people you got to go see it in person just once, even if it's a practice, because the way those cars accelerate is actually pretty cool to see in person.
And right off the bat, the start of the race was wild. There were cars flying everywhere.
Yeah, the start's usually a mess.
Everybody trying to get out in front there, man. It was crazy.
It's a tough course, though, man. It's a tough track over there. There's a lot of turns and sharp turns and stuff. That's a tough one.
Listen, I thought it was a home run yesterday. I thought both events were home run. I mean, you see a guy dominate. I like it when they go down. I love the back 9 on any tournament, any PGA event, especially the bigger tournaments. But nothing was phasing Cam Young. He was not phased by Scotty Scheffler. Even Scotty Scheffler, who, hell, he had 3 straight birdies late in his round, and he's still half a dozen strokes behind there. Cam Young even called a penalty on himself early. I look at those guys. They got integrity over the top, man. They stand by stuff. I would ask everybody that saw that yesterday, and you're playing, and guys, we got guys today. They're going to go out and play off just from yesterday and go out and you place your ball when it's a little wet out at your golf course. You'll place the ball because it's a little wet, and they allow you to do it when you hit it. And I would ask everybody out there when you're playing, and you're playing competitive, not just out there hitting with one buddy, but playing for a few dollars, and it's a big game, and you guys, like to get after it. And you're really good players. Usually guys are really good players, really, really good players, almost scratch golfers or have a low handicap. They know the rules. They know them inside and out. That ball moves just a little bit when you're over it. How many people go, hey, John, my ball moved. I got to call a stroke right now. I'm going to be hitting my fourth shot. And how many times you think? I'd love to know in my group of guys like Nat, Danny,
I'm going
to
guess, and I don't want to offend anyone, but I'm guessing they all do that.
I don't think they're going to call it if they see their ball move a little bit while first of all, there's no cameras to watch.
No, I mean, I do it personally, obviously, but like if you get a bad lie in the sand or something, like I'm not trained to hit. Like I don't know how to do that.
So if your ball buries a little bit,
you're going to
go in and you look around.
And I don't say anything. Like you don't say anything to anyone.
Lift it up a little bit. Yeah, I think a lot of guys do that too, Woody. I agree with you.
I don't even know that it's cheating necessarily.
Oh, it's cheating. That's part of it. You hit a bad shot, you got to pay.
Yeah, I suppose.
But they do close-ups. I think it was a good move. I couldn't tell, but
pros shouldn't cheat, but
we got one guy's known for Patrick Reed.
Yeah.
I think he's been busted a couple times. That's kind of not.
You don't want to be a pro.
Hey, God bless Patrick Reed. He doesn't really give a crap what you think about him. He doesn't care what the other players think. He doesn't care what his family thinks. He's fine. He's got this thing. It's he and his wife, and I think maybe the kids against the world. They're fine. But
throw his family in there. I like that.
I think he's another guy that's not big on the.
Did he sue a bunch of people for something?
I don't know.
I think he did.
Probably for comments like I just made.
Yeah, probably.
Sued, right.
Yeah, but you're not a golf. I think he sued like actual golf analysts. I don't think you know the game.
Well, so the problem is when you have big tournaments, there's cameras everywhere, and they can do tight shots, zoom in when the guy's getting ready to hit, and they see the ball move. Or if you're in the sand trap, if you ground your club, can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
I know for a fact guys ground their club in the sand and aren't going to call it. That you're lying to me out there if you're golfing, and I'm getting you all salty this morning. I know for a fact when you're in there that if you have to ground it a little bit in the sand, you do.
So I always thought the rule was, this might be a miniature golf rule, but I thought the rule was like if you can't hit the ball, like if you're got a tree in front of you or something or other, you're allowed a club length to move it.
What?
Like you put the club down on the ground and like you can move it the distance of like however long the club is, and you can move the ball. Like to get out of the way of a tree, or like if you have a bad lie or something like that.
Yeah, but you got to take a penalty for it.
No. Not the way we play, but like I always.
Well, the pros, if you hit a bad shot, that's called paying. You got a bad break there, and you're behind a tree, and you're not going to be able to go after the green. You got to punch it sideways and get it back on the fairway.
Can they do the club thing though? I don't know if they can do the club length thing.
No. And then you see guys that, watch some of these tournaments, guys spray it straight right into the trees, and it bounces. They get the good bounce and kicks back out in the fairway. But
I know, like sometimes you're playing miniature golf, if you have a really bad lie and you can't, like if I'm a lefty, so like if you can't get to it or whatever.
But Woody, that's what we're talking about when guys play.
Yeah.
I used to play with one guy. I can't say.
Who was it?
No, I can't say his name.
Cheater?
Yeah, he was bad. And you go over there, and guys would go, why don't you just drive over there with? I go, no, I'm going to go get my own ball. I'm not going to chase over there. They go, he's going to move his ball. I go, I don't care. But it's a bad lie. He should not have a shot, and he's going to have a shot. And I go, I'm not babysitting that guy. You go babysit him.
Look, bro, it's always a problem when you play a sport and you rely on people to keep their own score.
That's another one.
That's a big problem in golf.
There are guys.
Because I'm not keeping track of my buddy next to me. I don't know how many shots he's on.
You go, what is that? And a guy will go, oh, that was a bogey. And they go, no, it wasn't. Somebody else will go,
yeah,
it wasn't, bro.
Put me down for a 5. That felt like a 5. I mean, that's just how you play. It's how you play the sport.
No, just give me yeah.
Really? You sure you 4-putted there? Nah,
I'll give you another one in tennis and in golf. Why do you lie and tell everybody you're better than you really are? Because then you go out and play with somebody and you get drilled and go, man, I just didn't play well today. Like, don't let your ego get in the way. Go the other way.
Well, tennis is another problematic sport too, because
guys will tell me, oh, I'm a 4-0. And then you go out and play with them and you realize all they've been doing is hitting with the pro out there, he just hits the ball back to them and they're not very good.
You're your own line judge though in tennis.
That's another problem.
I mean, that's yeah, of course it's a huge problem. How many times do you that hit the line, that missed the line? Like
every time you play, there are certain guys that you play with that you know are not going to give you the outside of the line.
What do you mean the outside? What does that mean?
If the ball's touching the outside of the line, it's good.
Of course.
And if it's close without going and you're going,
they'll call it out.
I can't really tell. If you can't really tell, then it's in.
Now you play on clay, so at least you have an advantage of a ball mark sometimes.
Yeah,
but there's a million ball marks, so it's tough to tell.
Yes. You're onto it, Woody. You're onto it.
These self-police sports are very problematic.
I'm not sure what's a bigger problem, although, guys are going, there's no way. You guys are getting a golf cart. I've heard this too, where a guy goes, he's got no shot in that rough over there. And then all of a sudden he rips it up by the green and they're going, he had to lift that ball up. They go, he had to lift that ball up. It didn't sit down in that grass. There's no way that. And hey, by the way, in tennis, as we speak, it's going on as the girls are playing doubles.
Yeah. Someone
right
just
now
missed
this morning.
Yeah.
And somebody's going, no, that was in. No.
What do you think is the worst of the self-police sports? Because you could certainly make the argument for pickup basketball as well. Guys calling their own fouls.
Yeah, but
never good. Never a good situation.
Yeah, but you get that.
That's caused some great fights.
It has, and guys go at it, and you're calling it again. What are you, an official or a basketball player? I know.
So what is the worst of them all? I don't know.
Tennis. Tennis is the worst.
Yeah. I could see it, yeah.
You're playing a competitive match. You ain't getting any calls. I go, I think it was in. They go, no, it wasn't.
You ever call anyone for like a foot fault or anything like that?
No, but I have guys that do that.
Come on.
And that's weak. Hey, dude, I think when you come down, your foot's over the line. Oh, my God, bro. Is that what you have to watch?
Somebody said that's part of the challenge, the self-policing. If I shoot a 9, I'll tell the guy, put me down for a 7. You don't want to be too embarrassed when you see the score at the end.
There are certain guys, I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to say any names because they'll get back to them and they'll be salty, but there are certain guys that I will not play with because of all these things we're talking about. And I just don't want to, I don't want to get pissed off while I'm playing. I just want to be competitive. And when I hit bad shots, I want to be mad at myself, not at some guy that continues to screw me on calls. So I won't play with him. But I'm not going to say his name. Why are you laughing?
It's just funny.
There's a guy I won't play with. And sometimes he'll go, hey, you want to play? And I'll go, no. And he tells everybody he won't play with me. And they all know why. I don't want to play with you. I don't know. I'll bet there's guys out here who won't golf with guys because they know.
Yeah, sure.
They cheat.
I can live with a cheater. It's slow play is the problem for me. Like that's the one I can't live with. Slow play is no good.
Well, that's the knock on DeChambeau.
Yeah, like I don't want to play with a guy who's. So it's a thing. Like you get a guy who's bad, and they got to walk up to the ball and take 50 practice swings, and then they get up there and they chunk it. They completely miss it or whatever, and it's like.
And by the way, I'm telling you, we used to golf all the time, and we'd be driving over to the guy into my cart. Would go and he'd go over to my ball, and he'd go, the guy going on the other side. He's under that tree. He should have no shot. Watch this, and sure enough. He goes, man, I can't believe I got a great lie over there. And I go, yeah, we're used to it, bro. Every time you spray it by a tree, you have some kind of great lie. It's amazing. You're the luckiest guy we ever play with.
One of your tennis brothers texted in here, 786. Tennis is by far the worst. Some guys in tennis will hook you on every close call.
Yeah. We have guys walk off the court. I've seen guys yell at each other. They won't fight because none of them never fought in their life. But
it's not a fighting community.
But they'll just go, dude, I'm not playing with you. I quit. And the guy will leave.
Really?
Yeah.
That doesn't happen in pickleball. It's very loose out there.
I don't know. I don't play that sport, so I don't know.
No fights.
No. I don't play that sport. Yeah, no.
But yeah, I could see tennis. You just miss.
Never thought I could say tennis.
You ever call one out and you know that it was in, but you called it out like accidentally?
I have done that probably,
Do you
but I
stick with the
usually
call and do you stick with your, an original call, or do you say, I messed that
so
up,
I
I'm
gotta tell you,
sorry?
I try because I feel like it comes back to haunt me in karma.
Mhm.
So I try to do it the right way because I always believe that if by being honest, well, if the ball slides off the back of the line, you're gonna see it takes a
Yeah,
different
yeah.
bounce. But I just feel like if I call it the right way, it'll
Mhm.
the good karma will stay. I'll stay healthy, and I have all these things going on in my head.
I like that, though.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's understandable.
but yeah, man, not saying. And by the way, there's days where we're short on guys, and I go, oh no, not him, no, no. He never gives you a call, and then complains about yours. Anyway, I'm not going to say any more here because probably some people listening right now know exactly some of the
Where are
guys
all
I'm
of our
talking
cheating
about.
golfers, man? Are you gonna text in this morning, or are they too much shame?
No, it doesn't matter.
I'm okay admitting that I don't play the game
First
the
of
right
all,
way.
I got to tell you, the guy that shot 19 under, I would not even attempt if I was playing all the time to play the Blue Monster.
No. That's a tough course.
You got sand
Yeah, it's a
traps
tough
everywhere.
course.
You got water everywhere, and it's a long-ass course.
Yeah.
It's not for every human. If you're not really good, you should not go out to be miserable. And I know you can play. I understand you can play from the whites and ladies' tee and all that stuff.
At least it's a nice course, though. I mean, it's well
No,
maintained.
it's great.
You got some courses I've played on, the greens are made out of concrete.
Well, you get what you pay for there, brother.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, we got to go to break, man. We're running super late. Want to tell you about Mike Ocazzi at Choice Mortgage doing great work. People go, why would I go with Mike Ocazzi at Choice Mortgage and not a bank or something? I go, well, first of all, I can get you approved a lot faster because he works on the weekends. You can always get a hold of him. He doesn't work banker's hours. He works all the time. He's put together some great programs, always going to get you the lowest rates. And hey, for first-time home buyers, he's got a program with very little money down for you and low rates to help you get ahead of the game and get that first house that you really want. And not just that, but debt consolidation, reverse mortgages, more popular than ever. If you and your spouse are 62 or older, you qualify. Got all that equity in your home. That's why it's so popular, man. Get all that money out as you get older. Really use it. Got your home paid off or just about all paid off, and there's a lot of money there that you could really use. Well, that's what Mike Ocazzi does, man. He's just great at it. He's been doing it for 30 years. You're going to get great service. He's on top of it, gets that paperwork done. He'll even work for you on Saturday and Sunday. That's Mike Ocazzi at Choice Mortgage. Truly has no life. He's always working 7 days a week. Call or text him 561-441-2730. It's 561-441-2730. MLS 166254. Rates and terms are subject to change daily without notice. He's an equal housing lender. Go to Google reviews on the web. Choice Mortgage Reviews. They're saying a lot of nice things about Mike Ocazzi at Choice Mortgage.
888-300 or go to AtlanticMen'sClinic.com.
Featured therapies are compounded and have not been evaluated nor approved by the FDA. Provider prescription required. See website for details.
Plus, new members can win up to $5,000 in free play. Join the fun at the casino at Dania Beach.
Hey, welcome back, and a good morning to everybody. Man, I've been thinking about this, and I can't let it go. So they're telling the Dolphins that they're out of the NFL Super Bowl rotation, no longer meet the requirements to host the event, not enough room for hospitality needed around the stadium for all their parties and all the high-end sponsors and concerts, and it just doesn't work. And I'm thinking, we just had that national championship game, but besides that, like, would they have somebody come down here and go, I don't think things, like, where did this just pop up? Like, hey, I don't know how we tell them this, but I don't think it works. We had our group quietly go down there, and we walked around, and with all that stuff going on with tennis, and we saw the F1 set up, it just doesn't work for us. Let's stick it to Stephen Ross. And even though it's one of our best locations for a Super Bowl, and he's already upgraded all this stuff so we could get Super Bowls, now he's got a different problem. It's not the stadium, it's outside for the parties. Are you kidding? Like, what idiot comes down here and goes, is it the commissioner himself, Roger Goodell, put his tennis shoes on and walked around with his staff? It's just weird.
Well, they don't let anyone near the stadium unless you have a ticket. That's one thing with the Super Bowl, we know, right?
Yes, there's security everywhere, yes.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It doesn't make any sense to me. That national championship game was about as good as you can get.
So the other
celebrities love to come here, which is good for these events, right?
Yes.
It was a who's who of celebrities at that championship game.
Listen, with the practice facility now for one of the teams and the hospital there, the Baptist Health Hospital, honestly, it's one of the most unique situations because I don't know if anybody else has a hospital that close.
Yeah.
I mean, right? For everything. And it's just, so it doesn't add up. So I know I got
you change your tune on this a little bit? Because earlier you're like, I don't care. And
well,
look, I love to have Super Bowls
event.
here.
It's the
I
biggest
think it's
event
great.
we have in this country besides the World Cup, which is the biggest in the world. But Woody, the thing that gets me, and I'm just thinking, and if I'm out there, then forgive me.
All right.
Is this just somebody like, is this sour grapes in the league of, is there people in the NFL just going, he's got this and that, well, let's just take something away. Like, they don't need this. Let's do it somewhere.
I mean, we do get a lot. Maybe, I don't know. It's definitely possible, though, Joe. Like, we do get a lot of events.
So I know.
I think we have another semifinal game this year.
So I know the NFL has looked into a lot of the other teams have looked into. They have a big piece of property and own their own property, like Stephen Ross does, and have looked at it and said, "How'd you guys do that again? How'd you get that event and that one?" Because they're all looking to make more money on their property. Every one of them share that in common.
Mm-hmm.
So why are they picking on a guy that's figured out? He hasn't figured out the football stuff yet.
It just seems strange to take them out of the rotation completely. Like,
yeah,
and to be honest, Joe, I think everyone should get a Super Bowl. And I know Cleveland's probably a dump, and
I disagree.
It's going to be frigid there and all that stuff.
What are you going to do, man?
Like, I know.
The 4-day package of all the corporate America sending in their best people and all these wealthy people coming in for 4 days. It's 4-day minimum. You got to buy the 4-day package to stay at all these hotels.
It's really good for those cities, though. That's the only reason I think those kinds of places should.
What do you want to do today?
Right?
I don't know. It's snowing again, and it's like 20 below zero. What do you want to do?
I'm with you. There's not as
then
much
what happens on
there.
game day in an outside facility?
Well, you can't have
get
it
one of
outside,
those old games. Well, that's what you're talking about.
Well, there's some people that are really opposed to these cold weather games, right? We have some of our writers that said it's just too cold to play. Can't play in those conditions.
Anyway, listen, hell, if we can't play in them, at least we want to have them around us. I guess what I'm kind of saying.
Yeah, but and you made the point earlier that no one's going to the game, and that's true, right? What are the tickets? $5,000.
Oh, we got a lot of people that will tell you that live down here. I could do without because of the traffic. It was like on Friday.
Yeah, but I like the Super Bowl being here because I like all the events that come with it. I love the NFL experience at the convention center. We had so much fun over there with the kids going to play.
But hey, the Orange Bowl and the Super Bowl put in new fields, man, for our youth sports.
Yep.
They drop money in here when they're here.
The national championship game did something at the convention center. It was awesome. We had a lot of fun out there, man. Those things are great. Like they're really enjoyable to go to.
Super Bowl sets up and they make it a great experience for the fans for the week. Yes, they do. There is good stuff. There is good stuff. Anyway, Woody, it's weird. Like, of all the things, now I get it. Oh, your stadium's outdated. You can't have it until you fix it back up. Oh, now, Mr. Rush, you got another problem. You put too many events on there, so we're going to take it away. We think with the tennis courts and now the F1 track, you've taken too much space away from us. We're not going to let you in the rotation right now. Huh? That's a weird one, man.
It leads to a bigger problem now as you get Dolphin fans that are pissed off, that have trouble tailgating, and that's where I feel for the fans, because they have sacrificed the Dolphin fan experience for these other events. That's not like debatable.
Agree.
The stadium is much more difficult on game day because
we have lost parking.
That tennis thing doesn't go down, right? The grandstand?
No.
That stays. The paddock stays.
The whole thing. It's up for good. By the way, the racing thing, hey, not only the money for the race, but they got a team of people. You know, I don't know if you ever drive by a turnpike. I think they're racing on there. They got a club for people that have way too much money, that have their own cars, to go out and race their cars with their mechanic out there. And they're paying a lot of money for that. So, yeah, but I do hear that. I do hear that a lot. The big problem is the parking.
Because those are the people you got to, I mean, like the Dolphin fans are the people that should come first.
Yes.
Right? They should be at the way top of this thing. And those tickets, I assume, go up in price every single year.
Stephen Ross told his guys last year, because somebody was standing there and told me, he said, hey, guys, I want you to enjoy it and go race the cars, and they're going to take you around. But I want to let you know that no matter what happens with this race, the most important thing in my life right now is for you guys to win and get us into playoffs and play well. He said that to him. Again, that's what I'm waiting on. And I get the parking is a problem. I am not denying big games when you have them, and the parking situation can be from what it used to be. Hell, we used to have more parking than anybody. I don't disagree.
Couple of quick texts here. The guy says, jealous owners seeing Mr. Ross make money, hand over fist. There's jealousy in the National Football League. I
agree with that, by the way.
We don't need F1. Yeah, if you don't like F1, then I could see why that event is troublesome for you. I
don't know what the numbers are on what they make, but I'm guessing it's a lot of money.
I got to think there was at least 100,000 people there a day.
I don't know what the final numbers
something
were,
like that. I mean, there's a lot of people there.
Saw a lot.
They sold every grandstand ticket, every campus pass.
A lot of high-end sponsors.
Let's see. This guy says national championship is a one-day event that doesn't compare to the Super Bowl, which people have on location for 1 to 2 weeks. That's just not accurate, but that's okay. They had events the entire weekend. They had free concerts on the beach. They had a convention center event.
No, the national championship.
So
it's a big deal. It's much bigger than it's ever been.
But it's definitely not a one-day event. So
it's not the Super Bowl now, as far as names and stuff.
Of course, it's not the Super Bowl. Nothing's the Super Bowl.
No, that's a different.
The World Cup is not the Super Bowl.
Not in this country, no.
And I know people are spending, astronomical amounts to go to the championship match or whatever, but I mean, it's the World Cup, man. I don't care about that compared to the Super Bowl.
I know Dolphin fans want to win. especially ones that don't care about car racing. I get it.
305 says they've ruined the game day experience for all Dolphins fans and UM fans. I don't know if they've ruined it.
How'd they do that?
Bad,
I don't get that.
I understand that parking is tighter.
How can you say they ruined it for you, though?
Yeah, that's a little bit of a stretch. I understand people are frustrated that there's less parking.
Yes.
And that it's probably more expensive, but,
a lot of people parking across the street that used to park on the main part.
I get that problem. I get it.
But, yeah, man. He's not going to.
Ross doesn't care about the common fan. It's all about the money for him. Well, he is running a business.
He is a businessman. Well, I got to tell you.
You know what, man? If the Dolphins won, a lot of these problems would go away.
Nobody's happier than that guy. That guy, I know it's not popular to say, and you guys are going to blast me, and I really don't care, but he does want to win. He just doesn't know how. He hasn't known how. He's made some bad decisions with people, but he's trying to win. He wants to win.
I don't think anyone would disagree with you on that.
That guy would
I think it's very clear that he wants to win.
So
can't possibly spend any more money to make it better.
He was told, listen, build a really nice training facility because that's important to free agents and stuff. They want to be able to see that and see the turf you have. And so he goes out and buys turf. Like, what do you think he's doing that for? He thinks anything that's going to help him. Hey, we need really good cooks here so that when we have the food come out, they'll want to stay around in the off season. They won't take off. I mean, all these things come into play for that guy. He signs off on everything.
We got more coming in here. I want to read to you when we come back.
We got to go to break. We got, I'm sorry, we're running super
late.
like
hearing from the fans, though, man. This is good. We'll read this when we come back.
I do want to tell you about your South Florida Chevy dealers this morning, man. Hey, South Florida Chevy dealers got some great products that we're proud of. Want to tell you all about, especially in the SUV and truck family like a Suburban, a Tahoe, the Mini Tahoe, better known as a Traverse, and an Equinox, the Woody Equinox. Man, it is nice, and I got to tell you, no matter which way you go, you're getting plenty of space and a great look. So important, should be important to you. And then right over to the truck family, Silverado 1500, the Silverado HC, even a Colorado. Not a bad way to go, man. Whatever it is you're looking for, it's like we've custom made a truck that's perfect for your lifestyle. Whether you work in that truck 7 days a week or need a truck for the family to get them around for all the sports and all the activities for the kids, or even on the weekends, you need a little extra power to tow around some of your toys for you and your family to have a great time. We got you covered, man. We got something for everybody in the whole family. Great deals going on right now. You got to stop by and take a test drive. Here's the best news. We got 14 dealerships throughout South Florida. We've got one close to you to stop in there. And by the way, if you're going through some changes in your life, I can tell you, instead of getting that new girlfriend, you got to think about that Corvette. It is beautiful, man. Stop by your South Florida Chevy dealers today for great offers going on with great products right now.
Dania Beach. Come rock with Quiet Riot at Stage 954 May 30th. The casino at Dania Beach has it all. Enjoy new exciting promotions, the hottest slots, great shows, multiple dining options, live poker, and simulcast. Plus, new members can win up to $5,000 in free play. Join the fun at the casino at Dania Beach.
Listen, my Lord, I got 7 women on my mind. 4 that wanna own me, 2 that wanna stone me, 1 so she's a friend of mine.
Trust that one that says she wants to be your friend. All right, hey, good morning. Welcome back to the show. Little Eagles this morning, huh? What are you going old?
Trying to lighten the mood a little.
At least you didn't do the Beach Boys.
No, I saved that for when Bo's
That's
here.
Bo.
No, I'm trying to, people are
By
upset.
the way,
people are upset about this situation, man.
Well, listen, there's a lot of different parts to it. It started with just hilarious that when too many years ago they said we had to fix it up, that it was outdated. So I love the structure of the stadium. I think it's great. I'm glad they got rid of some seats to have better seats overall. Instead of quantity, they went more quality.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we haven't figured out the football stuff, and man, I'm with you. The frustration was a rough year last year. It's a new start, and
it's very understandable to these fans that spend a very significant amount of money.
Yes,
their income to go to these games. And someone said parking's crazy expensive. Across the street, the parking. He said to park in the stadium, you need a second mortgage. I'm not entirely sure what parking costs these days. But I do know that they have, you can take the shuttle in from the Hard Rock Casino. I know people want to tailgate, so maybe that doesn't help them. But
that kills the tailgating.
I know. But there are ways to get there without having to park. But
hey, listen, man, I know the answer to a lot of this is a better product. A lot of game day better product.
You feel a little better spending your money if the games are a little more enjoyable.
You don't want to go and watch a Ravens game or whatever happens 6 times where we get blown out in games after looking like a tight game at half, and then come out in the second half and the game's over before you can say fourth quarter, and the game's you're down 2 or 3 touchdowns, and it's a tough way to come back. And I understand the frustration that everybody shared, and even now when we got to reboot it, that has excuse me, that hasn't been easy for anybody either. So I get it. And then the other issue is just this thing with the NFL that kind of started this whole thing. But I got to tell you, man, they put that race in there. They're able to get that race. I think they own the race, don't they? Don't they own the F1 race? What do you
I
think?
think they have it for a while there too. Someone said parking was $50 for the Karol G concert. I'm not familiar with who that is. Is that at the stadium? I don't even know. Someone said cancel my Fin season tickets 2 years ago is the best decision I've ever made.
That's fine, no. Hey, man, you have a right to spend your money. I will never. You have an absolute right to spend your money though any way you want. My brother-in-laws did the same thing. Stop going and stay home, and now they text me get all their texts during the game on how they're feeling instead of seeing them and texting me from the game. But I understand. Hey, listen, we got a lot of other stuff going on here as well. What a busy weekend, man, huh? Enter Miami, got a 3-0 lead. They lose 4-3. And we got a big, long homestand for the Marlins going on here. We're getting ready for, speaking of football, we're getting ready for mini camp and getting ready with the rookies, and everybody will show up. I guess, was it supposed to be last week and they had to move it a week, right? Or I guess it could have been this week. I'm not sure, but anyway, they're going to have it coming up this weekend and get all the young guys out there. We're doing a lot different, man. This is a little different than we're used to now. This is, I think we've done a pretty good job of educating everybody that we have to clean it up and the dead money, but we've never had this much dead money all at once that we have chewing up this much of the salary cap, and cheap free agents that are young. And
I see our quarterback's out there a little bit,
lot of
though,
draft
man. He
guys.
threw out the first pitch, and he's at
Not
the
a good
F1
one.
race. And
By the way,
I thought it was a good one, to be quite honest.
Why?
Because it had a lot of zip on it.
Oh.
That's okay, man. He's not a pitcher. Not throwing a baseball. He's throwing a football. It's okay.
I know, but I just say this to
I thought that was a great pass. He hit a guy with that right in the chest.
So can I just say this to anybody who decides to do that? I don't care if you're a defensive end, a quarterback.
That's tough, man.
I don't care if you're
a lot of pressure.
I don't care if you're a rapper or an actor or an actress. If you decide and get asked to do the first pitch, you better make it a decent throw, or people, I don't know whether it's fair or not, they're going to talk about you.
You know, Mahomes airmailed one. I don't know if you saw, they had Mahomes, they put his video up of a first pitch, and he did the same thing. So Malik is in good company there. But
I will tell you, if you haven't played for a while, because Mahomes got a background in baseball. He comes from a family of father was a baseball player. It's a little nerve-wracking out there to do that.
One more text for you, Joe. This guy, 786, says, none of those additional events help us fans in any way. If those events would help subsidize the cost for Finn's tickets, it would be more palatable. Otherwise, F those events.
Wow. He's hitting a very deep passion of mine, and I would disagree with him.
I know your tennis. I know you like your tennis.
Thing I like the best. It's
Tua made me sell my tickets. Tua's gone, so you can get him back. Inter Miami will be Marlins 2 when Messi retires. Okay.
Hey, man.
They had a rough loss over the weekend, I saw.
Yeah. It was a rough one. Are they getting good crowd? They've only had a couple games at home,
I haven't
right?
been there yet. I haven't been there.
I'm guessing they must be getting really good crowds out there. Saw Messi at the race yesterday. He had a lot of people with him.
Yeah.
He had the boys with him. He's got 2 sons that were out there. Looks like his son, my God, he looks like he's about 5 years away from being a pro, the way he kicks the ball around, showing some of the stuff. Can you imagine that? Having your dad does stuff, how good he could be. Just he's got some of that gene. As long as he doesn't get the spoiled gene and gets not the we have a lot of money gene and gets the one that I want to show my dad I can be as good and do it on my own. That'd be a good one. 9 o'clock hours coming up here. We got a lot more stuff to get to this morning as we are coming off a busy weekend, man. Tell you what, there was a lot on TV yesterday. If you did say, you know what, I'm staying home, I got no plans, I did that. We're going to play tennis. Once they said no tennis, I said, okay, man. I'm in for the day to watch everything. I want to see everything. Cam Young, dominant, 19 under, 19-year-old, wins the F1 race. Amazing. 3rd straight win for a guy, a friggin' teenager in that sport. We got 9 o'clock hour coming up. Stay with us.
If it's going down, you know we on it. If it's going down, you know.
3.
This update is brought to you by Doral Hyundai in Miami. We go to the beach for a little solcito, and when we want a low price, we know you pay less with your Pricito Di Mayo at Doral Hyundai. Starting with baseball and the Marlins, who fell to the Phillies 7-2. Miami will look to get a split of the 4-game series tonight with the first pitch at 6:40 from Lone Depot Park. You can catch a game right here on WQIM. And the Hurricanes dropped 2 of 3 to NC State after a 12-7 loss. Next up, Miami hosts FIU tomorrow night. In Formula One, Kimi Antonelli won the Miami Grand Prix. And in golf, Cam Young won the Cadillac Championship. Let's get your weather, brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting, helping homeowners stay safe this storm season. Visit tornadoroofing.com for a free roof and window estimate. You were getting a little weather update there during the break. Do you care to share?
No. No.
Okay.
Just get a little exercise. That's it.
No, I was just.
Well, you listen.
No,
to
in
my
all
stuff
seriousness.
In here? No, you listen to all my stuff in here.
You do stay on the speakers in here, yes, but you don't want to tell us it's going to rain.
No.
All right.
Said
a personal question
coming up later today. I'm going to try to get a tennis game.
All right, later today.
Maybe you ought to get out while the kids are at school. Get out and do something today.
Too lazy. I'll go play golf and I'm going to go cheat.
No, that's weak.
Somebody said, by the way, Texter said Tua would have short hopped home plate and then say he's not as good as Sandy Alcantara.
You guys, we need to leave him alone. He's moved on to Atlanta. We're going to pick up his salary. That's enough. Yeah. That's the only mention we should have is we're picking up most of that salary.
We're paying for that yacht trip.
We're paying for 97 or 8% of that contract this year. I think they had to, throw in like 1.3 of the 50-something million. Anyway, we're over that. It's done. It's done.
Sure.
It's not done, but
it's never done. Watch him ball out in Atlanta, too.
I got news for you. We're going to have to hear about that all year. There's a whole bunch of things. So every guy that plays well that went to another team because we couldn't keep him, you guys, even though you understand the finances of what we've done and why they're gone. If Bradley Chubb ends up with 12 sacks and where is he, in Buffalo? Is that right?
Yeah.
See Bradley Chubb twice a year, who was our best pass rusher
these guys could have kept Tua. They thought he was any good.
Yeah, it's true. That's
good. Obviously, I mean, they're paying him. You don't think those guys thought about it? Like, hey, do we just keep him?
Oh, I think they asked those guys what they wanted to do.
Yeah. So it was their decision.
Coach Affley, I know you got to see him in that Thursday night game. He wasn't very good, but do you want him now? Wasn't very good in that last game on Thanksgiving, but would you want him to be, your quarterback?
There are people that are waiting for Tua to play well over there that are just going to jump us the second he plays well over. I had somebody, one of these really like Looney Tune Tua fans, sent me the Malik video of him throwing the first pitch. Like it has anything to do with anything.
Has nothing.
Of course not, but I'm telling you, man, these Tua people are waiting.
Yeah, but they're
praying he plays well.
They're one-wayers. They're a little fraudulent. I'll tell you why, because when he doesn't, they're not going to say anything. And when they do, they're going to
No, they'll say they didn't put enough around him in Atlanta.
No, they won't do that.
Yes, they will.
They're not going to be allowed to do that. They got a good team.
Not good enough, Joe.
He's going to a good situation indoors, I might add.
Not good enough.
But, yeah, and every guy that's gone, that's somewhere else, people are going to bring up when they get mad one day during the season and something happens. But, yeah, the quarterback thing, Malik's going to, for people that shockingly would still like Tua to be the quarterback here, we'll throw the Malik thing in there, which I don't understand. Love to run you through everything. If you want to go through it again, just let me know. I'll be more than glad to get you caught up on why he's not here right now. In case you forgot, had a short memory, and not bring up that we don't have enough around him. Nobody wants to hear there's not enough around him. And I understand nobody wants to hear there's not enough around Malik Willis. Like, show me you can play. You got guys, they're professionals. They're going to be good. The young guys got to develop fast, but I understand that.
The people they hired made it very clear they think Malik Willis is a better player.
Yep.
They made that very, very clear.
Yes, they did. I agree. Woody, you're right.
Would have been very easy to keep Tua.
And they didn't even say we're giving him a tryout. They said we think he's got a chance to be the future. So, yeah.
Somebody asked who pulled off the biggest heist, Deshaun Watson or Tua?
Oh, no, Deshaun's by
Deshaun
himself.
is, yeah.
And now he's going to get a chance to start. They're saying he's probably going to start. It's going to be Shador out.
At least Tua tried. I mean, Deshaun Watson's just such a bum.
What do you mean?
Deshaun Watson's a loser, and then he has all the off the field crap.
I think he lost his mojo, man, during that time off.
Well, they banned him from having masseuses come to his house, probably. He's all tight,
What's wrong with you?
Loosen up a little.
What's wrong with you, seriously? Where'd you come up with that? So you think if he could be allowed to have that private room?
I think it's the Tiger Woods theory with him. When you stopped doing what you were doing, that made you great. The Tigers were living all those other lives, and he's got all those,
I got to tell you,
and
son, I'm going to tell you exactly.
He had to straighten things out, and
I think it's amazing.
Lost his fastball.
I think it's amazing when somebody can live the big lie in a relationship that long and be that dominant is incredible. Truly, you don't care, or you're not worried, or you whatever's going through your mind. I think it's amazing. It's hard. I mean, he dominated. We may never see another guy that good ever again dominate a sport. And while that was going on, I don't know at what point after he got married, he said, she's beautiful. But a lot of other things out there.
Yeah. But Deshaun got caught. He fell off a cliff. The kicker got caught. He fell off a cliff.
Yeah, no. He was having a bad year. He knew. I think.
Guy was the best kicker going.
I think Justin Tucker.
People reach for that guy in fantasy drafts.
I think he knew it was out there, and it was on its way. And I think it started messing with. I do. I think it started to affect him. You're going to game and wondering what day is that writer going to come up to me and say, "Hey, you've been accused by 12 women of."
Yeah. Somebody said Watson was almost a Dolphin.
Yeah, we tried to make a run at him. We did.
Willis will be version.
We did our homework on him. You're exactly right there. Whoever sent that's a good one.
Willis will be version 3 of Bridgewater and Snoop Huntley. 954 asks, is Atlanta's O-line short? I hope so. We'll see over those guys.
Pretty good offensive line most of the time, although we chewed them up. A weird game.
That was a weird game, yeah. I mean, that was the game that you felt a little hope again, right?
Well, they did. They went in there, kicked their ass. I mean, that was
the Massage King can be comeback player of the year. Yeah.
I'd be shocked. Hey, man, there's some stories we're going to find out about Deshaun Watson. Tua's probably going to start the season. I don't think the other guy's going to be ready.
Mm-hmm.
And
that Cleveland thing though makes the Dolphins look like very functional. What they did with all those quarterbacks.
Yeah, it was bad, but
so bizarre.
We've had our own share of stuff that's.
I know.
Give them a new contract. Give him an extension. We're that team. Okay, he's pouting. All right, well, we'll give him something. That stopped though. We got a new sheriff in town. That will never happen again. That will never happen again. And boy, I'll tell you what. I always say this, and I'm always thinking about it, is our center, our linebacker, and our running back all are sitting here wanting new contracts off their performance a year ago in the last year of their contract. And I'd love to know, because they've been great soldiers so far. They how they're handling everything. But they're handling a lot better than the other guys that we're not to camp, and you don't want to go into camp with guys doing certain drills. That's a disaster, because then your coach every day goes, "Oh, we noticed 3 of your players are standing on the sideline. They haven't had new contracts yet." Yes. Here we go, man. Distractions. You don't want those. Don't want those, man. So
somebody said Deshaun Watson for Walter Payton Man of the Year. Probably not going to win that anytime soon.
No.
That's kind of funny. This guy says, 720 says, if Deshaun takes Cleveland to the Super Bowl against Kraft, it would be the happy ending the NFL wants. Very clever stuff this morning.
Boy, people are.
The creative juices are flowing on Monday.
That's outstanding.
Yeah,
some of this stuff. By the way, how about the old Vrabel thing? NBA couldn't even let it go on that show yet. That popular show could not let it go. They had their fishing. Now the teams are getting knocked out. It's time to go fishing. They get the boat, and they put the celebrities of that city, and they put Vrabel and Rossini at the end of that pic. No, in the front of that picture.
Well, they're on the front of the boat doing the Titanic thing, like the DiCaprio and whatever the girl's name is.
Oh, man.
The story feels like it's kind of run its course, though, doesn't it? Like, what? I don't know what else could possibly come out.
She talks.
She will eventually. I just don't know, like, what else.
I don't think so.
You don't think some podcast is going to
Secret
woo her in?
lovers, that's what we are.
By the way, she got screwed. When you look at all this, I mean, this guy's going to keep coaching the team.
Yes.
He's fine.
Won 17
Doesn't
games.
seem like his wife's going anywhere.
He's not going anywhere.
So she's the one who lost her job. She kind of got screwed in all this.
Well, it's just going to be a stay home. She's got 2 little kids.
But I'm just saying, she seems to be the one that had to pay the price. Like, what has negatively happened to Vrabel?
I just want to say the ones I feel sorry for. I don't feel sorry for either one of them.
No, they're both idiots.
I don't feel sorry for either one. I feel sorry. The spouses don't deserve this.
Yes, I agree.
She's had 2 of his kids. He's got, and by the way, at least Vrabel's kids are a little bit older.
Yeah.
Although they're at that age where they look like high school kids. But how about her? Their kids aren't even in kindergarten yet. They ain't even started.
Assuming the kid belongs to who she says.
Oh, my God. Can you imagine he makes her get a test? Oh, God.
Did you see the picture of the kid?
No, I haven't. What, are they showing the kids now?
They did. Well,
why are we doing that?
Because she did it. She posted the picture. Just doesn't.
Did it underneath go, whose kid is this? You guess. Only I know for sure.
It would make for an excellent episode.
Or I'm not sure.
Daytime television. Is Maury still on the air?
Maury, that's right. Who's the father? We'll be right back. Who's the father? And I used to watch. I love that show.
Do you realize how many people would tune into that episode?
Oh, my God.
If they got those 2 and the baby on there? That would be the most watched episode in the history of that show. Assuming it's still on the air. I don't know. You watch. You're more of a daytime.
I don't watch
TV guy than me.
I used to watch that show a little bit, and
Is he still on?
No, but I did love that show because that was their big thing. And then the brawl once they found out, the other guy'd come in and he go, "That's right, it's my kid, bitch," and they get all ugly. They start fighting, and the security guys come out and they got to break them up.
I never knew if those shows were real. But then I watched that Jerry Springer documentary, and they kind of like the people seemed like they were really damaged from being on the show.
Woody, it doesn't matter. It's just such good stuff. Like somebody else's train wreck. And the girl starts crying, thinking, "Oh my God, it's not his. Oh my God, I thought it was your kid. You had no idea I was sleeping with both of them, but I didn't know at that time which one. I was hoping it was going to be this man. I love you, but ain't my kid, bitch."
You're going to go to break on that?
And no, the guy comes out from behind, the guy that is now you're going to meet the father from the test. And the guy comes out and they start fighting. The guy gets up and, and they're throwing punches at each other.
The crowd's booing the guy as he walks out, and he's egging him on.
Yeah. And they're calling her sneaky hoe. And they call names for sleeping with 2 guys when guys are fighting. And I loved you, man. How would you do this to me, man? I loved you. I'd do anything for you. And you still sleeping with this. Damn. I mean, even got the acting in it, Woody. Not bad, huh? Not a bad way to go. Not bad at all. Hey, I got to tell you about Gary and Harvey for just a second this morning. Harvey Cohn and Gary Judah, the partners of Cohn and Judah Injury Law Firm, personal injury attorneys in plantation. I just want to say this. I hope it never happens. Slip and fall, automobile accident where you have to call a law firm. I hope you never have to. But if you do, I recommend before you go to that final list, you give Harvey Cohn and Gary Judah a call and go, "Hey, guys, heard a lot of great things about you. Heard you guys going to handle my case. It's not going to be a handoff. I go to football games to watch handoffs. I don't want that. I want to know you guys are going to represent me with your 30 years of experience, big enough to go to trial and get you multi-million-dollar results, small enough just to call you back. And you'll keep me up to date on my case. You'll communicate. When I need to get a hold of you, I'm hurting. I'm bummed out. I want to know what's happened. What's going to happen?" Well, it's nice to have these guys because they're all about communication, having the phone number, giving you updates on everything, and more importantly, going out and kicking butt on your behalf. That's what it's all about for Harvey Cohn and Gary Judah. Go to their reviews. Go to CohnandJudah.com. Read those reviews. Partners who you can always get a hold of that are going to do great work for you every day. Matter of fact, if you feel like a second-class citizen where you are, and you're not feeling like you're very important, like all of a sudden your case is not very important, you need to call Harvey Cohn and Gary Judah. Come on over. They'd love to have you. Hey, go to 866-FAIR-FEE. And remember this, they don't pay other lawyers to do the work you hire them to do.
gym. Be sharper at work.
Come rock with Quiet Riot at Stage 954 May 30th. The casino at Dania Beach has it all. Enjoy new exciting promotions, the hottest slots, great shows, multiple dining options, live poker, and simulcast. Plus, new members can win up to $5,000 in free play. Join the fun at the casino at Dania Beach.
It is Star Wars Day. I didn't know that.
I just hit you with. I'm sorry.
Great. I'm glad you got that.
You're not a Star Wars guy, right?
No.
Okay. Very popular at Disney now, by the way.
I know. No.
Very popular.
There's a lot of things. I went over and spent a little time with some of the grandkids for playing their father in a little tennis, and they get me caught up on everything that's going on in Orlando and what's hot in the new.
They got a new movie coming out. The Mandalorian and the Baby Yoda.
Great. That'd be great for them to go with their family and see those shows.
Did you do a stock market report?
Yeah, what do you got?
Down on Star Wars. It's brought to you by Anajar Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. Market's a little down as well. So just like you're down on Star Wars, the Dow futures are down 180 points. S&P down 10 points.
I know what's not down right now is oil.
I think that's not accurate either.
Is oil getting better?
Let me see here. Crude oil, is that the one?
I don't know. Whichever one when I go get gas here today.
No, it's actually still over $100 a barrel.
All right.
I mean, I assume that's a price per barrel.
Hey, Wood.
Got to get you an EV, bro. Electric car.
I know.
It's the way to go.
I know.
A lot of electricity to go around.
Wasn't ready to make that move. Wasn't ready to make that change. And there was that split second.
Everyone's doing it, though. Kenny's driving it. Kenny loves it.
No, everybody likes
an
it.
EV.
All you guys.
Is it Bo driving an EV?
Bo went electric late in life. Yep. Bo went electric. That's almost a commercial. Bo went electric. I couldn't believe it.
They're all driving the Cadillac one, right?
It's nice.
Yeah.
He's got one of those Cadillacs they had on the lake. He put them out on the lake.
Oh, at the golf tournament?
At the golf tournament. They put two of them out there. I go, hey, I think that one is Bo's. I think Bo got that one. He loves those Cadillacs, man. He's a lot of room.
They're nice.
He likes them. And hey, so I know we got a lot of stuff going on. There, you just talk about great performances. That guy that wins that tournament yesterday goes out. We're talking about Cam Young, shoots 19 under and gave himself a penalty for the ball moving early in his round. And it was a set and pick it up, and because of the weather, and apparently move while he was over it. So he took a one stroke penalty and he went 19 under. And I mean, and he's playing, by the way, if there's ever a time, he's got Scotty Scheffler there with him, who picked it up at the end in time to finish second again. He's done this, by the way, the great finishes. The last three tournaments, he's finished second. The number one player in the world is not hurting himself with all these second place finishes. And hell, I think he wins over $2 million in every one of these. But Cam Young's performance and that big, long golf course, I don't care what anybody says. I'm shocked. 19 under. and could have been 20. I mean, that is we've had some great performances out there, but that guy, he didn't care who was playing with him and nobody touching him. Nobody's playing better, Rory or anybody else, than Cam Young from last few tournaments he's played. He is wow. That was impressive. Sometimes you just see something, you know how tough it is. We talked earlier in the week about the Blue Monster, and it's long, and it's got a lot of sand, and it's got water, and the wind's blowing. If you block it into the trees, you're screwed there, and the rough, can't see the ball. I mean, you got a lot of bad things going on there, man. And this guy shoots 19 under and led from the start of the tournament, took a one-shot lead day one, and never looked back. Just destroyed the competition. Never in doubt at any point in that tournament yesterday with the weather and everything else that he might have a problem. Just incredible performance yesterday. You look at everything that took place. That's it. What that guy's able to do. Moves up to number 3 in the world and looking real good. Of course, now we got to find out what those guys don't want to talk about it, but LIV is not looking good. They canceled that New Orleans event, and I don't know what's left, and they're trying to get some financing behind them and get people to, and I'm like, why would somebody give to a losing proposition? Like, that thing's not going to work. And more guys are going to jump ship.
Well, I think we all know why they put all that money in to begin with, but
why?
Well, it's a sport washing deal, but I just, there's no demand for it. Like, nobody's watching it. I'm not making up those numbers. Those are the real numbers. Like, there are very few people that are watching these events.
They thought they were going to get enough stars to split that market up, and they didn't do it. PGA, I got to give them credit. And they weren't making as much money, and overall the purse money every week's not as big. Those guys stayed with it. I didn't realize this. 2 of the top college players
are on LIV.
Yeah.
Oh,
left and went to that tour.
I don't know.
Took the money because those guys were going to turn. A lot of those guys out of college end up being great pros right away.
Look, man, the PGA is a tough watch to begin with.
I don't think so.
They have their big events. Their big events are fine. But it's the same with tennis, though. It's the same with tennis. Their big events are good to watch. I like to watch the Grand Slams.
Will you do me a favor?
I know you can watch the random events. I know you do.
Well, say it's for you. Just say you don't like them. You can't speak on behalf of everybody. They're hard to watch. You can't say that.
Okay, but there's a lot of events throughout the year, and I know you like those tennis events, the smaller ones.
You mean
televised?
So you're asking if I watched Sinner in the Madrid Open yesterday?
How do you do?
He's killing it. Nobody's close. By the way, he's in a different world. Alcaraz is out. That tennis thing coming up, Roland Garros, clay court.
No buzz, no juice without that guy.
He might run through that thing in straight sets. He literally might he might take the wife out or the girlfriend out every night for dinner and just relax and have drinks after every round. I mean, he just crushing them on the clay, just killing them right now. Hey, Woody, we got more stuff to get to. Well, you just say at one time, though, that, like, you don't speak on behalf of everybody, whether it's tennis or golf.
No, I think people know that.
Okay.
No, but I think a lot of those smaller events don't get the audiences that the bigger ones do.
No. And if the best players don't play and it's hard to watch. A bunch of guys you don't know. That's why we got to get some of those guys back on the PGA Tour. I know you're not with me on that, Woody. Hey, that's okay. Dave Hyde from the Sun Sentinel going to join us next. We're going to talk about some issues right here in South Florida, including athletic director for the University of Miami. What are the Miami Hurricanes going to do about that job and yesterday's events as well?
WQAM invites you to salute America's heroes this Memorial Day weekend, May 23rd and 24th.